7.
Hey everybody, we're back. Did you miss us? Welcome back to Charm Persons. You know what? I'm gonna get into announcements and what you can expect after a week break later. But for now, let's jump right into episode 35 of campaign 2. Um, Last we left off, our party had made a pretty big advancement in their plot against the Animalia, stopping them in their tracks from unleashing the deity that they had the one access to be able to unleash, really crippling their efforts. In doing so, they kind of moved their focus to the war that was going on between the Behathian Empire and the Kingdom of Tirat, specifically because Chad's evil twin brother was pretending to be Chad and ruling of the Kingdom of Tirat and doing some very unsavory things in his name. They also met with Ambassador Mattia Corvo from Bayhoff and discovered the Slayer Six, a kind of rival adventuring party who were helping Mattia look for the primordial hearts, which are special gems that the party actually has one of that are legend tells are the hearts of the four ancient primordials that ruled this world before the gods even came into existence. Um, and in doing so, they found themselves back in Bayhoff, only to discover that Quinn's Sax was still being heavily pursued by Bartholomew Kane and the Sleeping Dragons, and that anyone who had had really any contact with Quinn in their last trip to Bayhoff had been captured. The shop that they had used to go to Gorahold had been destroyed, and seeing that really there was no way to get around this other than go and confront the source of all of this chaos. The party went to the underground, Bartholomew Kane's club, and were able to sneak in to the underground basement area using a distraction from Rosie and Shale, who stayed behind, to go down to the basement area and confront Bartholomew. A fight pretty much very quickly broke out. Bartholomew set a trap for the room with his prisoners, which immediately caused the metal room to be heated to extreme heat. Um, and it was a harrowing battle, including the death of Flint Boulderbender, who was slain by the Tabaxi Halix as she dug her claws into the meat of his throat, causing him to bleed out. But the battle was able to be won, especially once Quinn turned into his visage of a young golden dragon. And Bartholomew was killed, his lieutenants were killed, and Rosie was notified that everything had went down and was able to get in there, use her diamond, cast Revivify, and save Flint. And meanwhile, Flint was experiencing a confrontation with this ancient primordial who has been giving him his powers in these recent months slash years. Um, and being revived, the party looked through the bodies of the sleeping dragons. They discovered a note that alluded to a secret meeting at 11 p.m. the next night at a certain address where Bartholomew and Halix were supposed to go. And they still are in the basement of this club, as you know that it is the authority or the authorities will most likely be here soon. It's about time to go. Um, and what do you do?
Before we leave, Quinn does go upstairs as a dragon and and carves wolverines into the floor.
Amazing.
And then just
yeah.
as he's done, transforms back into Quinn and is just sitting on the floor, just like weeping.
I would come up
That's
with
what I did.
Quinn probably and help him carve, maybe use some druid craft to make it real nice and neat,
Yeah.
and then just sit with him.
We should go.
Yeah.
Right.
But
Yeah.
you okay? You feeling? I mean,
Edmund looks at you,
given
Flint,
everything.
in hearing what you had just said about how you need to get to the dunes and it's imperative, and he looks at you and he says, "You saw him, didn't you?"
Yes, I did.
I did too.
When? Recently?
When Rosie freed me from Quiz, when I came back into myself,
So who now?
I saw my ancient primordial, the one who grants me the powers, the same type of being that grants Flint his. Flint, he doesn't have the control over you that he wants you to think he has. He needs you, just like mine needs me.
Oh.
Don't forget that.
Yep, I know. I appreciate that. Although, sometimes it's hard to take that leap of faith because he threatened earmuffs, Shale. He threatened my son.
He rolls his eyes.
Still doesn't know.
He threatened Shale.
I was dying and desperate, and I think I made a mistake, and in that moment I thought that this being was the only thing that could help me. So I asked it for help, and I think it was mostly Rosie in retrospect that helped me. And I regret saying that, but I'll just gonna come clean to the party. He told me that I should go to see him in the dunes immediately, or else he will take Shale.
But
I know that is terrifying, but ask yourself this. Other than granting you your powers, has he done anything, ever, that has not been of your choice? Has he ever done anything uncontrollable to you? That's what I'm saying. He doesn't have the power to take Shale. He wants you to think that he does, but the reason why I'm saying this, Flint, is because I remember that feeling of talking to the primordial, and they are a scary power, and I worry about giving in to their demands at all. Sometimes I even hesitate using the abilities that they give me because it feels dangerous. And I worry if we just run off and go to those stands and give him what he wants immediately, that, I don't know, maybe more than just Shale would be at stake. And that's just, I felt, as a person who's been dealing with this, I felt compelled to tell you that. But obviously, you're a grown man.
and Flint, we're not gonna let anything happen to Shale.
Right, of course.
I have a lot of regret about bringing Shale here and then immediately having an ancient primordial threaten him. Like, what the hell am I doing? And now I think maybe Shale should go home, but then also I think Shale should be nearby so that if this creature comes by, I can at least attempt to protect. I don't really know what to do. Can you all help me? What do I do?
Of course, Flint. Like, Edmund gets like emotional, and you see him almost like start to well up. And he's like, Flint, I'm so thankful that you're asking for help. Yes, I mean, I know that it's dangerous, and to be honest, I completely disagreed with it at the very beginning, but I stuck by you because I felt like you should be the one who to decide. And but now I actually do believe in a strange way that Shale being close to you is safe for him. If he truly is a point of leverage that can be used against you by an ancient primordial, but also any of our enemies, I mean, we should all be worried about the safety of our loved ones. We have half of our families hiding out in the hidden elven city. Shale and his mother are in the middle of one of the most popular places in Tayaroth.
Yeah, I think if Cheryl was to leave the group, it would be to join everyone else in Lavaria. I wouldn't want him to go back to Borehold. I think he'd be much safer in a more hidden place with
I think that's not
more
a bad
people to
idea.
protect him.
Hmm.
And I mean, I know we all want to get back to Lavaria eventually. So maybe he's at least with us till then.
Maybe following through with this stuff with Mattia. I mean, if they're going to want to use this in the war, heading to Barrington is going to be on the front lines of that war, and that's near Lavaria.
True.
All right, you've convinced me. Shale, on earmuffs.
He has his hands on his ears.
I grabbed it.
Yeah.
Hey, so we.
Dad, no, it's okay. I understand. You don't have to explain yourself anymore. I'll go.
No. Wait. We came to the exact opposite conclusion, though.
What?
I think, Shale, I know I gave you the earmuffs, but I don't know, I was trying to protect you, but I think you should know this. I think that
if you're gonna tell me everything that just happened, I have my hands off my ears.
Okay, first of all, you're grounded.
Damn it.
Okay, so you know what's going on here, and I desperately want you to be safe, and in my mind, the most safe you can be, at least in this moment, is with us. So if you want to stay with the party, and then once we go to Lavaria, it's okay. Like Lavaria, it's like an elvish place or whatever. That's fine.
I'm not gonna lie, Dad, it sounds amazing.
It is. Most
Yeah, Chad, this
beautiful
goes.
place. Most beautiful people.
Dad, I don't want to make you do something that you don't want to do. I don't want to be a distraction to you, but I think I can help. I don't know. I want to be here with you. And if I stop at sorry, I'm sorry. I was just saying, say if I stop at Lavaria, I'll stop at Lavaria, but I don't want to go back home. It's not home to me.
Well, the one thing that I want more than anything is to be by your side. So you staying is not something that I don't want to happen. So once we get to Lavaria, we'll have a conversation. And until then, for the next 2 days, you have to go to sleep at 8 p.m. because you're grounded and no sweets. But after that, you'll be a full-fledged member.
Cool. Cool.
Okay. Well, so I guess just be on the lookout for elemental primordial attacking us.
But we should still probably leave here since a commotion has just happened.
While this was happening, Edmund approaches Quinn and Maywin, and he just kind of gets down on his knees, and he sits there in silence, and then very slowly reaches out a hand and puts it on Quinn's shoulder as he sobs. And he gives it just a gentle but firm squeeze and stands up. And at about that time, Chad's like, well, we should all probably go. Right. Yes, Quinn, Maywin, are you good to go?
Yeah, we gotta get out of here.
Where do we head now?
Question: was Morton's brother still with us, or did he like leave?
No, he's just unconscious. He's there with
Okay,
you.
we should probably bring him with. So I'll like kind of fireman carry
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
him out of there.
Wait.
Yeah, just to an
nobody's-
inn. I
Back
mean, we
to
have
the
an
inn.
unconscious person. and-
Nobody's looking for us, so I mean.
I guess that's
we can
true. We don't
go.
really have to.
we're-
Oh wow, yeah, you're right.
We just go back to the inn and tell him that this guy's drunk off his ass.
Yeah, sure.
All right.
I'll put on my
Um,
badger mask again, but that's it.
Yeah. So you actually haven't been to the inn that you were in was at Gora Hold. You actually haven't stayed the night in
that's right.
Bayhoth yet,
Oh,
right.
other than being in the Wolverine's Den. So, but Quinn and Maywin know this place. Quinn, Maywin, do you think you guys? So, I guess it's time to show you the map of Bayhoth.
Gasp.
Woo! Pull them
So
out.
there's two of them. This
Map
one
on the map,
has
on the map.
labels. There is one
Labels.
that is without labels. As you can see, the Bayhoth is a very large city. It's made up of 4 main districts. There's the lower class district down by the docks district, which is at a small river that leads to the larger Niladra River. There's the middle class district running right through the center of the city. There's the upper class district towards the northern half of the city. The Bahath Arena is right there in the middle. And then there's the closed off Guild Row and Merchant District, where you can find the Grand Council Hall, the Bayhoth Library, the Bahathian Dune Temple, which is quite a sight to see. And then that's also where you'll find like the major guilds, like the Artisans Guild, the Mages Guild, the Carpenters Guild, all of those, as well as like the primo shops, like best of the best. But like not even like, I shouldn't say even shops, more so like the best jeweler you're gonna find in this district, the best leather worker you're gonna find in this district. It's like it's meant to, this district called the Merchant District is meant to kind of like show off the pride of Bayhoth, but also be like the welcoming of the Grand Council Hall. It's like this is the important stuff, which is why it's completely walled off from even within the rest of the city. So Quinn and Maywin, would you guys lead them to an inn in the upper, middle, or lower class districts?
I'd say maybe middle.
We need diamonds first.
Yeah.
We do need diamonds.
Yeah, I mean,
I had so much money for diamonds.
I don't have
Should
enough
we
money
get-
for that.
Should we get a room at an inn to leave Morton's brother there to rest and then go?
yeah, right. Move the inn first.
Yeah, I think going to a
Sure.
jeweler with an unconscious body is a little bit more conspicuous.
I could heal him, but I don't know if we want to have that conversation right out in the open here.
Yeah.
Let's get him
He
somewhere.
can't
safe
really
first.
run if we get him in a room, tie him up.
Right.
What do we? Why are we?
Yeah, I
doing
don't-
that?
Oh, just in
I don't
case.
think we need to tie him up.
Oh, okay.
Let's see.
I don't see him as an enemy.
Oh, okay. I wasn't down there. I don't know. I'm just...
Yeah, he was one of the. He was a prisoner. He's one of the Wolverines.
Oh God, sorry. I thought he was with the Sleeping
No.
Dragons. That's
Oh
what
no, you're totally
no.
fine. It's been a long time. This is Mordecai, who is Morton's little brother,
Mm-hmm.
who was a member of the Wolverine's Den, and he was
Gotcha.
one of the prisoners
Oh, that yeah.
found unconscious. Yeah, no, that's totally makes. Yeah, no, you're good.
Okay, don't tie him up, but it's Riley. Just because, like,
Yeah, lots
none of
happened.
us-
Yeah.
Who didn't want to tie up Morton? I mean, like, really,
That's
just
a good point.
we could just take it. Yeah, just
Leave him a note, maybe.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. If he
Um,
doesn't wake up,
I don't
Do
know if
some
the
healing.
Denorans can read, but
If you all are going to go back to the inn, can I meet you there? I would like to take a look at the Dunes Temple. I've never been to Bayhoff before, and I
You're
just
gonna love
really
it.
well. And if anyone wants to come with me, it's not secret or anything. I'm not doing anything secret there.
I am.
Insight check.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead and roll an insight check. And Rosie, roll a persuasion or deception. You don't have to tell us which it is. You just have to tell us what the result is.
Terrible first roll for the game. All right.
Got a 16.
It's
16?
a 12.
Okay, yeah, you believe her.
Great.
Definitely not doing anything.
Okay. I mean, I would
Chad,
say
don't think I am.
I just was gonna say either way, someone should go with you. I am
How about
During-
Shale and I
so-
come with you, Rosie? I
Oh,
am
that would be nice.
incredibly injured, and maybe
Yeah.
there's someone there that can help me.
Shale and I were having a lovely conversation before y'all really got into it. So
Yeah, Rosie's seen some shit, Dad.
I've done some shit.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
that's true, honestly, and also while you're grounded, language.
Well,
Oh, sorry. That was me. That was. I apologize. I become the kid.
We could take a group trip to the temple, maybe. I don't feel like wandering off.
Oh.
Okay, yeah.
either way. I mean,
Maybe
yeah,
we should drop Mordecai off first, and then I'll.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right now because you're
definitely in first.
You're in the underground, which is actually the underground is in the upper class district.
Mm.
So you can head to an inn in the upper class district, and it's probably could be on your way to Dunes Temple. But if you want to go to the middle class district, you're gonna have to like backtrack a bit.
We could do
Do
upper
we-
class.
Yeah, do we feel like there would be anybody like our parents' friends or anything that we would be at risk of
Good
running
point.
into in the upper class?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been 15 years.
Not
We can
necessarily at an
disguise.
inn though, because they
Yeah.
all live in Bayha. So if you disguise yourself, or even just like roll a general stealth check to not just stand out,
Yeah.
then you would feel pretty good
I
probably,
can
because
also
they're not
pass
they
without a
would just-
trace.
exactly, and they would just, whereas the sleeping dragons were actively searching for you, they just would have to not notice you.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Cool. Then let's
I don't
just stay up
disguise
here.
myself.
Okay. Yeah. So I would say, do you pass without a trace, Emily?
I do. I'm not going to disguise myself, but I am going to pass without a trace.
Okay, so since neither of you disguising yourself, go ahead and do stealth checks with pass without trace. It's technically pass without
I-
trace, but
Oh, a natural one, but I can roll it.
Can I give them guidance?
yes, of course.
I would like to, as we're
Can
walking,
you do both of
just
us?
touch
Or just
Quinn's
one?
hand.
You know, yeah, I mean,
I
it's
don't- yeah.
it's an action and it's a long trip. Sure, I'll allow her to give you guidance for both.
Tap
Oh.
1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000.
Yeah, exactly.
Guidance is how much more?
D4.
D4 to your abilities.
Oh no, I don't have a
Pretty
D4.
great for a cantrip.
27.
Nice. So
I mean, I've got 24 without my D4. So.
yeah, you're good. It was a low DC because, like I said, they just have to not notice you.
Can't
So
be too
you make your
careful.
way to probably the best inn in the upper class district to go to would be the Brass Pony.
Brass Pony.
So you head to the Brass Pony Inn.
Better than the brass monkey.
You know what? Normally I probably just like wouldn't even make Quinn roll for this, but because you're like a little shaken, Quinn, roll a performance check or deception check, and you'll be the one rolling this check for the group to kind of just like make Mordecai look like that's a good situation.
Okay.
That's a
Oh, well,
good
we can weekend at
situation.
Bernie's Mordecai.
A totally acceptable.
thumbs
up
thing.
everyone. Deception, because the lowest deception I can roll is 21.
That's absurd.
Absolutely pisses me
I rolled a
off.
natural one again. That's my second natural one of the day, but I can re-roll that. And yeah, 21.
Halflings are great. With the 21, yes. I mean, you pass Mordecai off as a drunkard, and you go into the inn. You're able to get a room. How many rooms do you look for? You can get
How
pretty much whatever you want. Whatever you want.
10.
I don't think we need
Yeah, are
10.
you
I think we
paying?
can maybe double up a couple,
Yeah.
no one's alone kind of thing.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
So just do,
3?
Three?
4 rooms.
Do you
Yeah,
want your own
4,
room,
just like
Chad and
pairs.
Edmund? You guys want?
Species.
I don't like that you all know this
Give
now,
us your
so
own
this is
room.
fine.
Do you have like a suite or something that you could get, like one suite and maybe two regular rooms?
No, we just need a regular room. Right, just 4 regular rooms, please.
Heart-shaped
you.
head, maybe.
Nope, 4
Okay,
Does it
rooms,
vibrate?
normal rooms.
You're easily able to get 4
Mirror
rooms.
on the ceiling, please.
At a place like the Brass Pony Inn, this will be a total of 8 gold, 2 gold for the night.
Ooh, I got it.
Ooh,
Hot damn.
expensive.
Yeah.
Should have gone to the lower class.
I don't tip. I only give them 8 gold.
You what?
I don't tip. I only give them 8 gold.
No, it's noted.
Yeah.
See what happens to you in your sleep. So you guys are able to get Mordecai up in a room. How do you like
Time
prep
up.
him? Yeah,
first
do you tie him? Do you
step.
tie him up?
No, I mean, I just put him
No.
on the bed from carrying.
Do you leave a note explaining like what's going on? Okay. All right, so you're allowing him pretty much, if he wakes up while you're gone, like he can leave if he wants to, or he can stay there.
Yeah, and
Can
I'd
I
leave like
also-
a quill and an empty parchment in case he wants to like
Okay.
leave and
Noted.
write us a note of like, "Hey, I woke
Noted.
up,
Okay.
I
Cool.
left, thanks, but bye." You
Yeah,
know?
and I'll even
And
say
I-
you don't even have to leave any of your own. That's probably in the room, but you like set it up for him.
Okay, great.
I leave him 50 gold, just in case.
The
Um,
party's jaws drop.
Honestly,
Just in case he needs some walking around money.
This is
I will also cast Hunter's Mark on him just for the sake of having advantage
Smart.
finding him if we need to.
Okay.
Smart.
How long does that last? 8 hours? On his mark?
It is.
Or is it just
Oh,
an
it's
hour?
only 1 hour.
Okay. Well, I mean,
It's still not a bad idea.
might as well.
Yeah.
shit hits the
Um,
fan.
yeah.
Who knows?
So you guys leave the Brass Pony and you head to well, if you it's actually pretty small on the map. I don't know if you can tell, but no joke, the Dunes Temple there with the letter D, right next to that is the jewelers. That's the
Yay.
like top notch.
Nice.
That is the top jeweler in Bayhoth, known as the Emerald Quarry. So you head into the merchant district, you head past the arena. Chad, it is kind of just like a, sigh of, I don't know, nostalgia as you pass by the Bayhoth arena. You never personally fought in the Bayhoth arena, but, just seeing that, you notice that it is quiet and probably has been for a bit and will continue to be and during this wartime. You pass by the Bahoth amphitheater, which is just outside of the arena, and you head through the gate into Guild Row in the Merchant District. You walk down a path that has like 2 like small mini forests on either side. There's a lot more vegetation and flora that is allowed in this walled off district. And you get to a large courtyard with a fountain there. And you see Rosie, a very large, you've seen it before, definitely. A very large, wait, you said you've never been here.
No,
You've been to Bayhoth, but you probably, or have you never been to Bayhoth?
I don't think I made it that far. I think I was kind of regional.
Oh, okay. Well,
I
I gotcha.
Right?
I thought
Because
Bayhoth, yeah.
Bayhoth is south, very south.
No, Bayhoth is the closest major city to Barrington.
Oh, what am I thinking of?
I don't know. I think you're thinking of Sildira, maybe?
No, I
The
thought
desert city that you guys were at?
Or fallen.
Because this is the
You're right.
Bayhoth Barrington area,
Oh.
and this is the area I kind of thought maybe Fall End was what you were thinking.
Oh, okay,
of?
maybe Fallen. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
ugh. Wow, I'm
Uh,
doing really well today.
No, come on. The information was given a long time ago.
I thought okay, so maybe it was Fallen, maybe Bahoth and Barrington Circle was my
Gotcha. Yeah. So, but you may have never gone to this actual temple because this is like the like large cathedral, but there's other dunes. There's so many people in this city. It's just like
Yeah.
a normal. It's like there'd be a lot of Catholic churches in New York City and stuff like that. So it's like the
Yeah.
same thing. This is just like
You-
one of them.
You seem like an indie temple type of girl.
I'm just quirky.
So yeah, you
Not like
see
the other
a very large, ornate. The
Oh,
architecture is centuries old for sure. Temple to Dune.
wow.
And then to the right of that, I did see that, Emily. I'll get to you. To the right of that, you see a large building with the top half, the like from about 10 feet up and then doming into the center is in like green stained glass to make it look like a giant emerald. You see that must be the Emerald Quarry. So those are the two buildings that you were looking to go to. Maywin, you raised your hand.
Is there a temple of Myliki here in the city?
No, there would definitely not be. In these major cities, like Barrington and Bayhoth and stuff like that, only Dune is recognized.
Oh wow, this is. Oh, I didn't think that I would get so emotional.
It is quite beautiful.
Pretty intense.
I'm gonna touch the side. Beautiful.
Cold to the touch.
Yeah, I probably would just scurry in, sit at one of the seats in the temple.
The ceilings are like 50 feet high. There's a huge mural on the top of the personification of Dune as he is seen, which is usually a large humanoid entity. But his face is obscured by a giant sword that he is holding ceremoniously in front of him. And sometimes when he's seen in battle, the sword is always like put over his face so that you do not see him. But you see him standing, and you see like dark and black vines and like eyes peeking out from like the sides that are being pushed away from the brightness that Dune is radiating. You see this on the mural at the top. And there are some people here for sure, all of usually pretty upper class attire. And it is a, tear-jerking sight. Tear-jerking.
Tear.
Jerk those tears.
Nope.
Yikes. This is a place of worship. I would love to know as I'm sitting, see if I can commune. See if I can get some voice going.
For sure. Do you actually do you have the spell commune, or are you using the spell commune, or are you just communing?
No.
Okay, cool. No. Yeah.
No, I just wanted to open myself up to the Lord.
Of course. So do you just kind of sit in a pew, or do you like go up to the altar at the front, or
I would probably go a little closer to the altar, not right up on it, but just like seeing the entity kind of
you like normally how there's like like a large like cross at like a Catholic cathedral in the back, or a crucifix. Instead, there's just like the entire back wall made out of stained glass is the like bright shining sun with the pyramid in front of it. And it's, like I said, an awe-inspiring sight. And you get somewhat close to the front of this. What do the rest of you do as Rosie goes to commune? Do you just kind of like respectfully wait in the back, or?
I'm getting diamonds.
Okay, so you're heading to the Emerald Quarry.
I'm going with Quinn.
Yeah, Chad, Flint.
I'm just hanging out in the Dunes Temple.
Cool. Shales looks like amazed by everything in here. He seems like and even you, Flint. It's like it's above ground, so it's only so good. But the architecture in here is beautiful. Yeah.
I think I would hang out outside, like halfway between the two, since they're so close.
Okay.
I'm just not sure which I want to go, but be able to watch both parties.
Yeah,
and
I think
on the outside.
Edmund's literally feeling the exact same way. I think he would just join you out there, and you two just kind of like chit chat while you're keeping eyes.
I hold his hand for a little
Um,
bit since we're alone.
Yes, very much so. He gets down to business, and he's like, right. So obviously you can talk. He's like, I'll look at the
Talking
temple
about like the
view.
note and
Look at
like
the
all the
yeah,
things, and I'm
yeah.
just like, hold my hand.
Yeah, exactly. And he like blushes. Rosie, go ahead and roll a wisdom check with your proficiency bonus.
You're muted. At least I can't hear you.
Or you just talk quietly, maybe.
21.
21. Okay. 21. You feel yourself become centered, and you take in just kind of the silence of everything around you and the general ambience of the cathedral, and your breath starts to be the only thing you can hear, and then your heartbeat is the only thing that you feel, and you just feel this like vast nothingness around you, but it's not overwhelming, it's not unnerving, it's calming in a way. And as you kind of just allow yourself to bask in that for a moment, you hear the voice that you've heard these past few times, and it's clearer than it ever has been. But almost as if when you're in a dream and you realize that you're dreaming, you try to not freak out about the fact that you're dreaming, because if you do, you'll wake up. And so you have that same similar feeling of, you can hear the voice, but if you try to open your eyes, if you try to access it, you'll ruin the experience. So you just need to let it come to you. And you hear the voice. Rosie. Rosie. You've found me in a moment of peace. I'm glad you continue to search for me. I don't know how long I can speak to you in this way. I'm weaker. But while we have the time, child, ask me what you would.
Oh boy. I don't mean to disturb, but I have a lot of questions, and a lot has happened, and I'm traveling with these people, a little help. But I guess I just really would like to know, from your standpoint, get your take on this. What is our priority here, dude? We've got our hands in a lot of places, and I don't want to half-ass a bunch of things when you can whole-ass one thing. So just maybe a little guidance would be nice.
Child, you are on the right path. What you are doing, you are helping me fight the things that I can't. Your world is falling into chaos. There are things that threaten your world, things that lie in the darkness, things I can't even see myself. I need you. I need your chosen family to help me eradicate them. And then, when the time is right, and when my strength no longer can stand the fight. I will need you to kill me. And you feel the voice cut off.
I just turn around and go like not sprinting, but like mall walking fast back to Flint and Shale. And I was like, we gotta go, we gotta leave. We gotta go.
Okay. Okay.
What's going on? What?
Nothing. I just gotta go to the bathroom.
And so you exit the Temple of Dune.
Yeah.
Edmund immediately like pulls on your hand, Chad. Something's going on here. As he like spots Rosie, Flint, and Shale like hurriedly walking out of the cathedral. He kind of like jogs up to you guys. What's going on?
I have to go to the bathroom.
I'm sure there's a bathroom in the.
Was there not one in the temple? Yeah.
Oh, I don't want to go to the bathroom in the house of.
Right. Well, there might be one at the quarry, I guess.
Okay, let's go.
Oh, okay.
Are you all right?
Yeah, I just have to go really bad. I drank a lot of coffee at breakfast, and then we had that fight, and I didn't really get to go before that.
All right, so you
Okay.
all head to the Emerald Quarry. In the meantime, the Silver Steps have already made their entrance. As you walk in, it is a very large, round room. It like looks like the Oval Office almost, but like super expanded. Like it has curved walls all around it, with this ceiling of stained glass and emerald. There is a obvious like railing for a staircase that leads further down, where probably like the business actually takes place. But in here, you see just a round desk with a older individual, very well dressed, deep emerald, noble clothes, slicked back, dyed black hair, or like not even like magically altered, like chemically dyed black hair. It looks very like off-putting on his like older face. And the walls around you are just glistening with shiny things. And you see on either side of this large well, there's so it's a big circle, but there's on the four like apex points of this circle, on two of the sides you see these large obsidian statues of knights in armor with swords that they have held to the ground. Whether you've been here or just heard of them, you know that these are like a security measure for this place. And on the opposite sides, one right above the door as you walk in, and then one on the other side, you see a large emerald eye set into the stone that literally like follows movement and follows people. This is a place of high security. But you walk in, you see the establishment, and what do you do?
Quinn has taken a bottle of booze and just like bitten the cork out of it.
Yeah, okay. Amazing.
Yeah, I mean, I would. Do you know where we can find some diamonds, May? Yeah, looking for diamonds. I don't know how this works. I've never bought. I usually steal jewelry.
Oh, hello.
Don't say that in here, Quinn.
Hi. Yes. Welcome. Good to meet you. My name is Reginald. I am the proprietor here at the Emerald Quarry, and I hear you are looking for diamonds, as you shouted it as you entered my establishment.
Yeah. Look, Reggie, we're in a bit of a hurry, but yeah, we need some. Some
right.
diamonds.
Of course. Yes.
Some free.
About yay big.
Oh, wonderful. I'm assuming these are for spell casting needs, correct? Wonderful. Would you like larger diamonds of quite a high value, or would you like smaller diamonds of less value? I'm not quite sure what you're using these spells for.
Multiple around 300 gold piece.
Right. How many diamonds would you be requesting?
How many you got, Reggie?
Sir, many.
I don't know. What do you? I mean,
I mean, like maybe 3.
5, 3,
Maybe
3 to
sure
5.
5.
You got
3 to
you got 5?
5 diamonds, of course, but obviously, we are able to here at the Emerald Quarry give you 5 diamonds for exactly what they would be worth, which would be 1,500 gold pieces.
Mm-hmm.
Do you take trades?
It will, I suppose it depends on the trade.
I
We
got
got some
some
good
emeralds
trades.
that'll knock your tits off, Reggie.
Mm-hmm.
Emerald. You
Yeah.
have
Yeah.
emeralds.
Yeah, the name of the
Well,
place
obviously
makes
this guy
it seem like you like emeralds.
Fucking loves emeralds. I'll slide over a little
Just give
taste
him
of
a little
emerald that I got.
piece.
Yeah.
He immediately
Take a hit of that, Reggie.
he gets out a magnifying glass that he presses a button, and this like shimmer of purple
Ooh.
detects whatever it is detecting on this emerald as he kind of looks down at it.
Emeraldness.
Well, this is quite fascinating. It is uncut. Actually, seems to be the result of some sort of destruction.
Yep.
How did you come
Good
across
eye.
this? How did you come across this with this stone?
Found it. Doesn't seem like a question you really need an answer to.
Interesting. Well, how much of this emerald are you in possession of?
Enough to cover the diamond.
Well, I need to see what we're speaking of here.
And I'll need to see the diamond.
How much is that one worth?
Wonderful. I will give you your weight in emerald per weight of diamond.
So is that like out of game? Is that like an even swap? Is that what
Yeah.
we're talking about?
Yeah, even swap.
Sure.
Wonderful. And he goes back to the back as this is happening, and he heads down a staircase. The door opens up, and the rest of the party enters. Hey.
Hi guys.
Oh,
Is there a
over here,
bathroom in
gang.
here?
Oh, nice. It's really
Did you get the ones that are 300 gold pieces?
Kinda
Yeah,
gorgeous
we're
in here.
getting them.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh,
This place is nice.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's
Wow.
great.
Don't steal
Yes,
anything.
it's really wonderful.
I mean, I
It's
Don't
not-
steal
I wasn't
again.
planning on it, but
I'm talking to myself mostly.
right.
Oh,
right.
sure,
Yeah.
sure, yeah. It's nice.
Rosie, do you need to?
Oh yeah, you needed to pee.
yes. Where's your nearest restroom?
As this old man is coming up the stairs, he has this velvet emerald colored sack that he comes up to the main desk. He says, "Oh, are you looking for the lavatory, madam?"
Yeah, that one.
Wonderfully, it's just down the stairs. It's either door to your right or left. You choose.
Oh, okay. I'll be right back.
And you walk down the stairs, and very simply, there are 3 doors. One that leads to probably the rest of the establishment. That is, without looking at, a very hard door to get into if you're not able to. And then there's 2 just like bathroom doors, not labeled.
I'll go to the one on the left.
Okay.
Best.
You go to the one on the
that's-
left.
I immediately go
Roll
to
a
the one on the
Constitution
right.
save.
Do you go to the bathroom?
Yeah, I go to the one on the right.
Okay, cool. Are you doing anything in particular when you get in there, Rosie?
It's kind of a personal question, Zach.
Listen, she's the one who made a big deal of it, okay?
I'm gonna cast a sending spell,
Okay.
and I'm gonna cast it to you.
Okay.
Oh.
Hello, sweet cheeks. How are you doing? Miss you. Miss you a lot. I hear your brain is scrambled, but I hope you still feel like your sweet self. That's it. And I'm hyperventilating.
It takes a moment. Oh, hey. Rosie. No. Mom. Hey, Mom. I'm good. Feels strange, but good. I remember more each day. I'm sorry. I miss you. That's it.
Similarly to Quinn, I'll just keep sobbing this bathroom for a while.
Okay. I mean, Flint.
I'm pooping.
Okay, cool. All right, back up to the desk. He puts out 5 rough uncut diamonds that are worth 300 gold each, and he places them down on the desk, and he looks at you expectantly.
I'll take him. No, I'll put out the equivalent of emerald.
All right. Oh, he's. Oh, thank you very much. Is there any other business that I can provide?
Why do you like emerald so much?
Well, look at it, dear. It's gorgeous.
Oh. Okay.
You're not gonna do anything funny with these emeralds, are you?
I hope you have a wonderful day.
Oh no. I think we should go. We should go.
I'll just look at the emeralds and be like, I'm sorry. I will give one. I'll take 4 of the diamonds. I'll give one to May, and I'll just say, just keep this on you at all times.
Okay.
How many did you end up buying? 5?
I'll give you 4.
Me?
You'll get
Damn.
4. Yeah.
Jesus Christ. I'm sorry. Dunes Christ.
Dune.
Dune's
Dune
son.
Junior.
Dune Junior.
Junior.
This is so poignant, and you don't
Because
know
May's
why.
about to die.
Oh no!
Um,
There's a Jesus Dune.
All right, so you all eventually head out of the Emerald Quarry. Flint, freshly wiped, joins you.
We could do prestidigitation.
Don't speak for my character, Zach.
Flint definitely doesn't wipe. We know that.
Oh my god.
And Rosie, do you try to hide the fact that you just dehydrated yourself in the toilet, or
I
Gross,
think
man.
that I think that I am hiding it, but I'm
Okay.
absolutely not.
Okay, so yeah, you all see
Rosie's in there a
Rosie-
while, guys.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You
I
all
mean,
see
Flint,
Rosie-
I
and
accept
like
it.
my
She's
eyes
old.
are like red, but
yeah,
I've
like her
wiped
face is like
them,
inflamed.
and I'm just like, all right, let's go.
I'll hand you the bottle that I've been drinking out of.
Oh, I'll take a giant swig of it. Yeah.
Edmund
Is-
just kind of shrugs.
All
I like look
right.
around and be like, Rosie, are you okay? Like, shit.
If we are walking, I would.
Yeah, I'm walking and
like,
talking.
Yeah, I would like go close to Chad if he had asked me that. Even if
Yeah.
I'd like shrugged it away, I would go up to him and I'd be like, I talked to you today.
Oh. Was how are they?
Oh, they called me Rosie at first.
Hmm.
But they said that they're getting a little better every day. They remember some stuff every day.
What? That's good, right?
Chad, do you ever feel like just giving up? Just going back to your home and your family and what's
My-
left of it, I guess, for us.
Yeah. I mean, a lot actually.
This is really hard.
Yeah.
And Quinn and Maywin's family is slowly but surely dwindling as well. And I mean, even Flint, he found his son, but no, nothing is certain.
Yeah. I mean, we've all lost a lot of people, and I think that how I get through it is just thinking that probably wouldn't have been any better if we did give up. If we gave up and we all weren't together to protect each other and to protect those we love, then who knows how many of us would be dead and how many more of our loved ones would be dead. It's not much, but that's kind of what gets me through.
It just seems like we couldn't protect you. We couldn't protect Morton. Dunes. We haven't even gotten to mourn Morton. We didn't even get a chance to sit with that. And Quinn's crying on the floor.
I don't think Quinn's okay. But can't really blame him either.
Maybe tonight we should all just sit together and be together before we have to go to this meeting.
I think that's a great idea. And I think we need to celebrate the wins that we have had.
Yes.
I mean, we stopped a big part of the Animalia, and it just felt like kind of one thing on top of everything else that's going on, but it was a big deal. So I think we need to give ourselves a break and take the wins.
Can I tell you one more thing?
Always.
Don't tell anybody else, okay? Not yet.
Okay.
I didn't really have to go to the bathroom back there.
Mm-hmm.
But I did talk to Dune also. And he said that after all this is over, I might have to kill him.
That.
I know, right?
What? What?
And he said there's things that we can see that he can't. He's a god. Can you imagine?
No. What? And I would guess he didn't really explain anything more than that.
No,
Just
of
said,
course not. No.
yeah.
That would be too easy. He sounded weak and he sounded tired. And he said I would have to kill him when this is all over. And while I love a challenge, Chad, that's a big challenge.
Yeah. Wow. I mean, he's like the good god, right? Why would we?
Yeah. I don't know. But I had to tell somebody. I can't sit with all that. I'm small.
Well, yeah, that's fair. I mean,
hey, here's this.
Bye. I don't. Yeah, that's heavy. That's a lot.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for. Oh, you're a good one, Chad. And I'll pat his hand.
Thanks.
How are you doing?
Can we do some more meditation lessons later? I still can't get Lathander to talk to me.
Yeah.
And I feel like, I mean, clearly this is something big, and if Dune's dropping all these big things on you, like, I feel like it couldn't hurt and probably would help us to all be in tune with these gods that have chosen us for something, clearly.
That could be what we do tonight. We all tune into our gods.
Yeah.
Except Shale. I don't think he's chosen.
Oh, that's true. Maybe since he's grounded and he has to go to bed at 8, we just plan to do it at like 8:15.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll tell the rest of everybody else, but not Shale, but not because we don't love him.
Right. Yeah, I think. Okay. And then maybe we just do the first part of like coming together and celebrating what we've done with Shale, so he feels included, and then say, I was really tired, sleep. And then we do the God part after.
Yeah. Okay, good. We have an agenda. Excellent.
Cool. Yeah. Now we just have to go finish the day, which is a whole nother. I don't even know what we're doing today.
Sometimes you don't even need to be productive. Maybe we should just go have a drink.
Yeah.
Lie low.
I mean, that doesn't sound so bad. The spa day already feels like a week ago, you know? It was just...
It feels like 2 weeks for me.
Oh, well, that's already happened, so I wouldn't mind another rest day.
Yeah. Thanks, Chad.
Rosie, yeah, you can always come to me. And I'll keep
I love
whatever
you.
secret. I'll pull her in for a big hug and say like quietly, "I love you too."
Oh, amazing. Okay, so yeah, you all I mean, I think your next scheduled plan of action is that meeting because Mattia is technically not supposed to be here until the next day.
Mhm.
Right, tomorrow.
Yeah, well, no, not like the next day after that meeting. So
Because we got.
Oh,
your
was
2
that meeting
days.
tomorrow at 11? I thought that
Yeah,
was tonight at 11.
no, I know. You know,
Right,
you know,
11.
Tonight
well,
at
because you
11.
guys haven't. Because the thing is, like, you know what? I don't know. I was just wanna because I thought I was giving it to you the next day, but no, I said it's the next day.
You say it Dunes Day, the 24th, 11
Yeah, and
p.m.
it's the 23rd today.
Right.
Yeah,
So it
we
is
have-
tomorrow.
You know, it's nice to have a day and a half, nothing on our agenda.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
more than I
sure,
can say
so-
for my personal life.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but that is the next like scheduled thing you're doing. So, is there anything in particular that you would like to do before that, or are your characters just kind of spending time together, resting and getting ready? May?
I would definitely want to just like have a conversation with Quinn at some point, probably toward the end of the night.
For sure.
Um,
Is there anything before the end of the first night that anybody wanted to do?
The meditation. I would get everybody together.
Okay, so Shale has gone to bed.
Good night, Dale. Okay, here's the deal. Everybody, a lot of shit is going on, okay?
Right.
And we're all chosen, okay? And so Chad and I were talking.
Well,
You've got something going on, Edmund.
All right. Okay.
You can do stuff.
I was like,
Okay.
give his hand a
Alright.
squeeze. I'm like, it's okay.
Makes sense.
Wait, Flint isn't chosen either, though, right?
Yeah, Flint's chosen
Oh no,
by
he
God.
has a gone. That's right.
How dare you? Of course I'm
Gaunt.
chosen.
Is it Gaunt?
Listen, don't even get me started. We got to get you some vegetables in your diet, my guy. This is just too much.
Well,
All right. So
Not for
we
me.
gotta learn some stuff. We got
Right.
information we need,
Okay.
and we got things we need to do that are bigger than us. And so we need to sit down and we gotta learn how to talk with the gods that chose us. Okay?
no, I'm
So-
good.
No,
I don't
Quinn,
really feel up to talking to a god tonight.
Yeah.
listen, this isn't about you.
And like
This
I said,
isn't
I don't
about
really
you.
have a God,
Shut
so
up!
maybe the three of us.
Edmund. All right,
I'll
everybody,
just like
sit
throw
down.
eye daggers at them all. Like, shh.
Everybody, sit down and face each other. Sorry that this is coming off really harsh, but I think it's important.
Yeah, I'm not doing
Quinn, I know you're sad. You've lost someone very important to you. You've lost a lot of people very important to you. And I think that everybody in this party understands, and most especially me. But sometimes having someone on your side that's bigger than you could ever imagine is going to make you stronger than ever, okay?
Yeah, well, whatever, Rosie. Yeah, we'll do it.
I love you all. And I'll sit down and I'll same kind of thing that I did at the temple,
Yeah.
and I'll kind of narrate it out loud to them, just like, okay, now breathe and just relax your mind.
Okay.
Are your eyes closed, Rosie?
Mine aren't, but yours should be.
Okay, so I'll just go one by one here. Maywin, what do you actually do? What do you actually do? Do you try and follow Rosie's instructions, or do you just like close your eyes and just sit there?
I close my eyes and I telepathically say to Quinn, I don't want to do this.
Yeah, I'm not doing it.
I don't feel like I want to talk to a god when we just killed all our friends.
No, I just feel like getting really fucked up and disappearing.
It's It's like our fault that they're dead, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's not your fault, May.
I don't think that that's true.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't really. I don't know what to do anymore. I don't know how many more people have to die.
Mm-mm. The God thing felt really big for a while, and now it feels pretty small compared to everything else that's happened.
Yeah. I just don't know how much longer I can keep on
Mm-mm.
pressing ahead.
But I do love Rosie, so I'm gonna pretend.
Oh, I'll give it a good performance.
All right, and while the two of you are having these conversations in your head, Flint, what do you try to do? Do you try to follow Rosie's instructions?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, yeah.
Um,
Okay, well then roll a charisma check with your proficiency bonus.
oh, okay.
And I would say at disadvantage because
Oh.
you died. Because you died today.
Okay.
Oh.
So basically a spell attack if you just want to roll a spell attack.
Yeah. 10.
10. You feel calm, which is nice. It doesn't feel like you felt calm in a hot second. So you feel calm, but you don't really feel anything other than that.
Okay.
Chad, what about you?
I try with all of my might to do
Yeah.
exactly as Rosie says.
Yeah, roll a wisdom check with your proficiency bonus.
Would it be charisma?
No.
It was almost a nat 20, and then I was like, nope. Rude. Okay, wisdom with proficiency is still a 13.
Chad, you don't feel anything.
Chad is so mad. He's been trying so hard, and I keep rolling like shit every time he does.
Rosie, what do you do?
I think just based on the day,
Yeah.
I would be very into like teaching and like being aware of them.
Yes.
But then in the midst of teaching them and like walking them through it, I kind of get lost in my own meditation.
Okay.
And so if that means that I also have to roll, then I would, yeah.
I would say
essentially be open to.
Yeah, I would say roll, but it's a high DC. But go ahead and roll.
What am I
It's a high
rolling?
DC to get a response.
The wisdom plus proficiency.
Yeah.
It's a nat one, so.
Yeah, you maybe even find yourself like falling asleep. As you're like, kind of describing the intensity of it all. And Quinn.
What happens to Edmund?
You have Edmund just sits there with his eyes closed.
Cool.
You don't know what's happening to him internally. And Quinn and Maywin are having this conversation, and at the end of it, Rosie kind of brings it to a close.
No, that was nice.
Oh, wow.
All right, what did everyone learn?
Well, I'm not chosen, so what'd y'all learn?
I feel so much better.
Do it, Rosie. I'm just gonna be honest and say,
Sorry,
I don't
Chad.
know.
Okay, Chad.
Yeah, and I died recently, so maybe that was impacting my mental.
Okay, Morton. God.
Do you guys remember when I died today?
Maywin?
Yeah, great. Super.
Did you talk with Malachi? Or Miliki? How do you pronounce it?
No.
Malachi.
Malachi. Not your Lakai. Okay.
Malachi.
Quinn?
No, I'm sure it's fine.
No.
Real good. Great prayer.
You talked to...
Oh, yeah, we caught up about everything. It was great.
I know who you're... I wrote this all down. Hang on.
It's
You talked to Malil?
Yeah.
What did they say?
Yeah, just catching up about, we haven't, just stuff. It's kind of personal.
Oh. All right. Well, thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Rosie. I appreciate you leading us through that.
Yeah. I'd at least like to try again tomorrow. I mean, I don't want to make everybody if you don't want
yeah,
to,
you
but
don't. No, you guys don't have to.
No, well, maybe
Okay.
after we see what's going on with the meeting, we can.
Why are we going to this meeting?
I think anything that they were interested in is good for us to be interested in, but I could be alone in that thought.
Was
No, yeah.
Mordecai still here when we got back?
Oh yeah.
He was not, and he did not leave a letter.
Did he take the gold?
Nope.
Wow.
I'll take that back.
Comes from a rich family, doesn't really like handouts.
Well, I want a drink and then I want to go to sleep.
That's all that face meant. Yeah, I feel the same way. Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
we just
So let's
go downstairs for a drink and then.
Actually, might just
Off
go
to-
right to the sleep part. Me personally.
Okay.
So I'll see you all later.
Sure.
Sorry about today, Flynn.
It's okay. Thank you.
And sorry about today, Maywin. Quinn. Thank you, Rosie, for being there.
Of course.
Yeah.
And yeah, all right, I'll see you all later. He goes to his room.
Chad, you don't want to catch up, Chad.
I'm just he seems a little upset. I do want a drink still, okay? Quinn, don't give me that look. I don't like that you all know this now. Anyway, I'm gonna go make sure he's okay, and I will be meeting you down there for a drink before bed. I'll go upstairs in a huff.
Yeah.
To make sure he's okay.
Yeah, drinks on me. Whoever wants one.
Okay, nice, thanks.
I'll go up to the bar and get us some drinks. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Easily enough. You're able to do it. You have some.
Welcome to this arc. Depression.
You have some drinks with each other. Edmund just tells you that it's really nothing deep. It's just been a long day. He's emotionally exhausted.
And I will join very quickly for drinks.
How quickly though?
But we will say for the sake of brevity, take a drink. That you all find yourselves asleep unless someone doesn't plan on sleeping.
There's something I do want to do.
Okay, yes.
Gasp.
Quinn.
Quinn would like to sneak away
Mm-hmm.
and do.
How sneaky are you?
I'm pretty sneaky.
Roll a stealth check. It's against her passive
Yeah.
perception.
Let's see you beat my passive.
What's your passive, man?
15.
22.
Yeah.
Fuck
So
you.
you're able to sneak
18
out.
plus 4. Quinn is going to do a dose of the red, green, and yellow flower, and just whatever happens, happens.
Okay.
All of them
right.
at once?
Yeah, all of them went straight to the dome.
Where do you do it?
An alleyway where all things like that happen.
As you come out at night in Bayhoth, it has been almost 2 weeks in reality since you guys have been in Bayhoth last, because you went to Gore Hold, spent a couple days
Travel,
there,
yeah.
had the trip to Old Gore and back. So it's been almost 2 weeks. The city, especially at night, feels different than when you left. There's more people out, but not in a good way. It seems you're not the only one who had the idea of getting very high in this alleyway. There's some people, there's some like people literally just like passed out obviously, like,
We're in the upper class. We're in the upper class district, right?
oh yeah.
Okay.
Yep. And it's like, and instead of like, raggedy looking folk, it's like you see young, well dressed nobles, seemingly having brought the party to a more extreme state. Kind of, especially because they're in this alleyway near the inn. They don't really even look at you or have any attention drawn towards yourself, but you see them all using this drug that they grind up into a powder and snort.
Hey guys, what's going on?
Yeah, hey.
You guys care to share? Care to hang out? Care to party? I'm a fun guy.
Want some dust, man?
Yeah.
Okay. Yep, buddy. And they kind of and the one of the other people there who's just like starts laughing. And
You guys look happy.
I'm nothing, man.
Perfect.
Yeah. And he basically puts out on this wooden plank a line of this substance.
Just yeah, I'll gobble
Yeah.
that up.
Splinter your nose.
No saving throw needed. You immediately go numb. Your brain begins to feel fuzzy and ticklish. Your limbs feel like they would in a dream, like you don't have full capacity over them.
Like you're punching in water.
Yeah, you're not at full power. And everything just feels numb. And it feels like it's not a euphoric feeling that it gives you. But it's also not a negative feeling. It is truly a feeling of next to nothingness. And you just feel as if you are a step from just entering a black void and ceasing to exist. And
Beautiful.
that's fine. And you lose yourself to it. And you pass out in that alleyway. Due to this new drug and the other drugs that you took. And you wake up just as the sun is beginning to rise to the sound of, oh no, just get out of here, get out, run, get out, fuck. And these two guys, you just hear footsteps fading.
I mean, is something going on in this alleyway, or what's
you just like
happening?
You were kind of half asleep, and so you like wake up and you see two guys who just like kind of, they're like at the end of the alleyway, they just kind of trail off. And you like just kind of instinctively look in the other direction, and the other direction, lying against the alleyway next to you, lifeless and cold, is one of these individuals. And they have this blue stain that seems to have dribbled from their mouth.
Can I quickly and respectfully search his body for more drugs?
Yeah, you immediately find some more of this. It is a deep orange colored dust. And like that line that you did last night, there would be enough here to do about 10 of those.
Oh, yeah. All right. I'll head back inside, try to be chipper and get some breakfast.
Okay.
For everybody.
As you kind of walk in, go ahead and roll another stealth check, because I'm assuming you're trying to sneak back in. Or are you not?
Yeah, I'll just try to act like I woke up early.
Okay, cool.
If
So
it's,
yeah,
like,
never
early
mind.
enough,
So
yeah.
as you come back in,
Act like I'm
May,
down there getting breakfast for him.
Yeah, May, when you look at your brother, he has a blue tongue.
Oh.
Hey, Quinn.
Yeah. Good morning. I got breakfast for everybody.
Was it blue?
No, I don't think so. Eggs, bacon,
Can I just
bangers
make
and
like,
mash.
like an insight check on
Sure, go ahead and roll an insight check. Yeah.
if he's lying? We're trying to put on a
I mean, his
Facade.
breakfast wasn't blue, so he's not lying.
okay. I rolled a 6, so
Yeah, I mean, whatever your brother's saying, you're probably gonna believe.
Why?
I,
Why?
s- I
What's
still
going-
don't. I just why's your tongue blue?
Can't see my own tongue.
Are you sick?
I don't know, maybe it's something. First time I cast polymorph. Maybe it's something. What color is a brass dragon's tongue? Probably blue.
I don't think so.
I think my tongue was blue yesterday.
I don't think it was.
I don't know. You sleep good?
No.
Me neither.
I got real worried when I woke up and you weren't there.
Oh, I wouldn't leave you, May. Not without a note. I'm just kidding. I wouldn't leave.
Well, you almost did. Just a couple weeks ago. So
Yeah, but I would have told you. I would just get up and wouldn't do that to you.
okay. Thanks for breakfast.
Yeah, no problem.
The rest of you gather together from your night of rest to join the Silver Steps for breakfast.
Oh, good morning, everyone.
Hey.
I
Good morning.
slept fine.
That's all
Anyone
right.
wants to
It was
know?
comfortable, at least.
The beds
Yeah.
were nice.
Yeah, the beds were great. Loved it.
A lot of noise happening, though. Did anyone else hear that last night?
Seemed to be a lot of partying.
Yeah, it was like the kids in the alleys or something.
Oh, Chad, sorry, I didn't see your finger.
You're muted.
Mute.
Yep. Just because he's pissed now, as soon as it was like bright and Edmund had like left, he was gonna catch up, he would just like try again with Lathander. Now he's just mad about it. So
I will get good
Um,
at praying.
honestly.
Praying
I'm not
is
even.
notoriously an achievable thing.
I'm not even gonna let you roll. You don't get anything.
Yeah.
I'm
that's
gonna
fair.
pray so fucking hard.
So Chad's a little bit late to the breakfast.
Yeah.
But the rest of you gather together. You have your food, and you. I'll say Edmund says, right. So what's our plan exactly for infiltrating this meeting? We'll say Chad, you've joined at this point. It's kind of at the end of breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
Let's all put on animal masks. That was a funny joke.
Oh, good one, Flynn.
Thank
Right.
I don't get it, Shale says.
I
I mean,
mean,
a couple of us can actually disguise ourselves, so
Right,
Yeah,
but they
as
I'm
what?
assuming because of I think that they would know that Bartholomew is dead.
that's a fair point.
Spider on the
Maybe
ceiling worked.
yeah, I'm-
yeah, that was
We can get there
Wildly
early and just
successful.
maybe stake out
Could-
the place.
Just show up as ourselves as the people who took down the sleeping dragons and see what's what. Maybe we take their place.
I like that. It's
That
bold and
seems-
very risky, but I like it.
That's why I don't like it. But I mean,
maybe I could go in first and get a feel for it, and then
give us
we
a
just
thumbs up.
have no idea who is gonna meet with the sleeping dragons. Like I don't if they were gonna make some kind of deal with the sleeping dragons and we show up as like, oh, we killed them, then they could just be like, okay, well, fuck you, kill you too, you know?
Quinn, can you be a spider?
It could.
We could be spiders.
Well, yeah, we could
we
be.
could
We
be
could be spiders.
Just for one day.
I mean, that is my highest level ability.
Oh, maybe not.
Mm,
I can definitely do it. No problem.
I can turn invisible and turn someone else invisible as well.
Maybe that. Yeah, just like May goes in
Flint?
and a couple other people goes
And
to, I don't
Flint can
know,
do
a
that as
window or
well.
something.
Well,
I
if
didn't want to say anything.
Edmund can turn somebody invisible, so like
I could turn
Okay.
someone invisible.
Or maybe yourself. Maybe we can all turn ourselves invisible.
and
Then-
I'll be a spider.
Who are they meeting with?
I think that we just want to see what the I just think we want to see what the meeting is, see who shows up,
Yeah,
Honestly.
who shows up?
and
Maybe
then
when
we
they
can
talk
decide
about
if yeah, exactly right.
when the sleeping dragons don't show up, because if they're like, oh well, and it's something completely unrelated, then cool, we don't have anything to worry about. But if they're still after you, Quinn, or something, I think we
That's
need
what
to
I'm
know.
worried about.
I mean, why would they be after? Why would they? You guys think they're after
I-
me?
I don't
I've
know
only
if
had connections, right?
yeah,
Yeah, but he's dead. I ate his hands.
And his
Well,
body
maybe-
was taken.
Yeah,
maybe
but
that's
if somebody
all the
killed,
more.
Should have
if
eaten his
somebody
whole
killed
body.
one of our party members and ate their hands, I would definitely want to kill them.
Yeah.
It's true.
She said that so innocently.
I just realized how ironic it is that the sleeping dragon's leader got killed by a very awake dragon.
That is a
Mhm.
very
That-
good point.
Oh,
Oh,
That's
that's
Kinda-
funny.
Kind of.
kind of
Open up.
funny. Yeah.
It was on purpose. I'm sorry, I didn't give you enough credit.
Oh
for
yeah,
It's all
nope,
right.
didn't know that.
Thematically
I thought that
perfect
was
and it just-
just
Thank
yeah,
you.
honestly, great
Do you
work.
guys know if brass dragons have blue tongues?
I think they do.
I
think they
don't
do.
It
actually.
I feel like no, but I just
That's
spitballing.
how I feel.
Quinn was the
also.
only brass
you do
dragon I've met.
you do
so-
notice that when Maywin says that oh, you didn't know Quinn's tongue is blue.
Quinn, your tongue is blue now, though. Is that?
Yeah, it's just like leftover magic, like a magic hangover.
I've never
okay.
had that.
I've
Chad
never had that
100% just
either.
believes that's a thing. Yeah, I was like, I don't know.
I
nothing
mean,
about
it's the
magic.
first time I cast a spell.
feel
so it's
alright?
probably just-
I will say
I feel great. I feel.
I'll
I
feel
did-
Quinn's head.
I did just Google, do brass dragons have blue tongues? and it does say that they share many similar habitats with blue dragons.
Now you have to Google, do blue dragons have tongue?
Yeah, I mean, I feel
You
good.
You feel fine?
But
I-
we
Yeah.
have until 11 p.m.
Yeah. What are we gonna do with the day? I mean, I think we should show up early and like
Mhm.
scout it out.
Wait. How long can
Yeah.
you be a spider?
4
How long can
hours.
people be invisible?
Like, yeah, like 4 hours, I think.
I think an hour. An hour.
Yeah, I can turn 3 people invisible.
For
No,
an hour?
I mean, so can I.
for an hour.
Flint.
I mean,
It's
so
not
can
gonna
I, right? Yeah, I can do that as well.
Wow, guys.
I mean,
Yeah, I'm gonna fuck right off.
You guys got it handled.
But-
Bye.
I can heal with my diamonds, but like, fuck.
but you guys can turn 3 people invisible. I have to turn 3 people invisible if I use the spell.
All right, yeah,
it's
that
true,
works.
right? Yeah, it's true.
I mean, if you want to turn me invisible, like, what's the plan? So May's gonna be a spider. Flint, who are
Right.
you gonna turn invisible?
Well, I was thinking I can do this, but it's kind of like my highest level ability. So, like,
Right.
Oh my god.
I can do it. Yeah.
Okay, actually,
So that would
I can
leave-
do it. I can do it.
Flint, it's
so do
whichever one
we-
you want.
I got
We
it.
go
That's
there, like-
only one person, 2 people that need to be something, right? One person makes 3 people invisible. Because there's 7 of us,
Right.
6 of us,
Well, 6 if May wins a spider.
so 5.
Maybe some people should wait outside.
Well,
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, I think
I don't
maybe
know if
the
going in-
invisible
yeah.
people probably shouldn't be inside.
I think
think they
trying
should be
to.
inside.
I think I agree with both. I think they should be invisible and inside, but it shouldn't be all of us.
Oh, okay.
Well, I'm
If
somebody
definitely
has
going
the-
inside.
I'll stay
Can
out
you-
Or no,
again.
that wouldn't matter.
Yeah, can you do the telepathic thing still, you
Mhm.
guys, even in spider form?
I can't do it with everybody, but I could communicate with one person telepathically.
All right.
Then yeah, we can at least
I'm
have
not the
that
even
line.
with being invisible. I'm not the sneakiest person, so maybe I stay out.
Okay.
I can also make us pretty sneaky, as long as you stay
True.
close. But then I'm gonna be a spider, so you can't be that close.
I'll stay out with Shale, right?
Good
At
plan.
the very least.
Forgot about Shale. Why didn't Shale not? I mean, I guess we want to keep him close to the hip.
I mean, I can at least be a fucking lookout.
Okay, you're grounded for another 2 days.
No, I'm not, Dad. I'm 30 years old.
Okay.
But you still went to bed at 8 p.m., but okay.
I was tired.
No, it's fair. It's fair.
Like a good idea.
I mean, yeah, if Edmund and Shale at least are outside, and Flint, I mean, I don't. In the past, you've not been the most sneaky, if we're being honest.
Dad, let's have a stakeout.
Perfect. Father-son bonding stakeout.
Look, I will admit I am not
You're dead.
sneaky. My choice of armor has limited mobility, and I clank a lot. You know what, Shale? I would love to stake it out with you. That would be fun.
Yes. And Edmund goes, and me.
Well, if I stake it out, you have to do your invisible stuff.
Oh. Well, I could just turn them invisible and stay outside.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because then it would be the three of us going, Rosie, me, and Quinn being
And
invisible and
then-
going in. Yeah.
And then should I
Me as
make
a
a
spider.
telepathic connection with, like,
Chad?
Edmund?
Real me is good.
Someone outside.
Someone on the outside.
Yeah, it would
Yeah,
have to be
no, I
someone
can-
on the outside. So
I can do it. There would be no issue with me doing it. So I should do it.
Yeah, you're well spoken.
Are you sure?
or Edmund, if you feel sneaky,
Maybe we should
can
do Flint.
switch.
I don't know.
Nope, I don't feel sneaky. I will stay outside, and I will be the one talking with Maywin, which is what I would love to.
You're making it weird, dude.
Just come up and be on the shoulder, just like
Sorry.
Why is it weird?
It's
I really don't want to get into this right now.
Yeah.
I will. So when are we meeting at the play? Are we?
maybe we get like
we
an hour
shouldn't go
early,
this
just stake
early.
it out.
Right.
Is there any like potions or something we want to get in preparation?
Maybe just in case, do a little shopping.
Yeah.
sure.
All right. Cool. So before we take a little bio break, let's just go ahead. And,
break.
let's go ahead and see what shopping you guys would want to do, and then we'll come back from the bio break with you guys arriving an hour early to this place. So, what are we looking for?
Oh,
It's a large city.
Don't we have a lot of healing potions?
They're gonna
I
have
don't
pretty
know,
much
do we?
anything.
I don't have any.
Maywin, I thought you were the one that had like 5 still.
that's a good question. Let me look.
I have one potion of regular.
I-
healing.
I
Yeah.
had 1. But I'll
Shale
probably
has-
get a
Shale
second.
used
Potion of
his one.
healing. I have.
Everybody should have at least one.
I have 2 healing potions.
I think we're
Does
good.
anybody
on
not
the
have
potions,
one?
though.
I don't have one.
Edmund has one.
I don't have.
I can
Oh,
give
I
you
do.
one of mine,
Just
Flint.
Nice.
And then do we want to maybe just pop and get one more so everybody get for share
Yeah.
so everybody has one on them?
I have 4 diamonds.
I gave. Well, did Shale use the healing potion I gave him?
Yes.
Yeah.
On Rosie.
Oh, right.
Yes.
Is
Yep.
any other
One more.
magical things that we need?
I would want to get like basically if we can find something like a smoke bomb that can be
Mm.
like thrown down.
Smart.
That is a good idea.
Okay. Yeah.
Are
Easily.
you sure you're not a criminal, Chad? Are you sure you're not? Like,
I don't. Maybe I'm
I didn't even think
slowly
of a
getting
smoke
to
bomb.
one.
I would say you can get. It'll create a 10-foot radius fog cloud. And
Grenade, comma smoke.
you can get
It's
from
in
the,
D&D Beyond.
from the sources you're able to find.
is that a grenade?
I'll say you can get 5 of those for 5 gold each, so 25 gold.
Okay,
Yeah.
sure, I'll do that.
Yeah,
I,
they're just
They're,
like they're not like a superly readily stocked item, you know.
Yeah.
Uh,
And 25 gold.
something that I just saw, like oil of slipperiness,
Ooh.
something like that. It says it does like the grease spell.
Oh,
Just
okay,
like
cool.
something along those lines. We need to get out of
Is that- is
somewhere.
that just
Somebody's
a-
behind us. It just
I would say 50
so they get
gold for
knocked
that.
down.
Yeah,
For one.
yeah, 50 for one.
Yeah, I'll get one of those.
Rosie?
This may be a hard thing to find. But I do have. I'm up to 4th level spells, and I know that I did a spell out of a spell scroll for
Correct.
Morton. So I'm wondering, is there any like magic shops or like shops where I could maybe find a scroll for a teleportation circle?
Yeah, you'll have to roll to be able to cast it.
Yeah,
Because teleportation
that's-
circle is 5th level, but
Yeah.
yeah, easily enough. I would say you can get a scroll teleportation circle for 200 gold.
Okay.
And out of my grenade, smoke, I would give one to May, so if she accidentally unwild shapes, she can drop that and run, and then
Okay, good
one
idea.
to Edmund for the outside crew in case they need it, and then I'll keep 3 for the invisible inside crew.
Perfect.
Do you need money, Rosie?
Have any more?
What was that?
I said, but I don't have any more.
But you were able to buy it?
I could buy it, yeah, but now I have
Okay.
26 gold left.
All right. I mean, if you need anything, so.
Thanks. Thanks, Quinn. That's really
No
nice
problem.
of you.
Anybody else looking for anything? Emily, you're muted.
Yeah, I would at some point during the day, this is not something to buy, but before we go, I would sneak a note into Edmund's bag that
Oh,
just
no.
says,
Cute.
Can we be friends again? Circle 1. Yes, no, maybe. May win.
He would respond by circling yes and adding please with 3 exclamation points.
Cute.
And then he would walk up to you and he would just give it to you in person.
I would open it and give him a big hug.
He would give you a big hug, and he would, as he's giving you a big hug, look over at Chad and like almost cry of a sigh of relief. Anybody else looking to buy anything?
You know, this is not buying. We don't have to role play this. We can just kind of cut ahead. But I do today kill Hovik, the primordial god.
You kill him?
Yeah, I slaughter him.
We don't have to role play
Flint
it.
has a pretty intense nap.
Comes back bloody.
Oh, good.
I was like, did I hear that right?
Did
His
he?
urn
Did
is
he?
just like bouncing around when he's in it.
Okay, cool. Well, that's good to know.
Yeah.
Noted.
I don't know, guys. Do we want like I haven't used like sleep darts or poison thing. I don't know, like more getaway things instead of.
Sleep darts are cool.
That's neat.
I don't know if anyone's like
And you're not a
good
criminal.
with those.
I mean, what if
When
we
in
found-
Rome, I guess, or
if we-
when in Bayhoth.
If we found some that I could use with my longbow, I'd be really good at it, but not as a spider.
I think the oil of slipperiness and the smoke bombs, I think those are really good for escaping.
I still have that dragon's breath, or the flame powder too.
Oh, okay. Then yeah,
Dragon's
okay.
Blood.
I think we're
Ooh.
okay then. I
Yeah.
would just go ahead and sell the longsword +1, just so I have it out of my inventory.
So you would get 200 gold for that. So
Yeah.
all right. Okay,
Quick question, Zach.
Hopefully
Yes.
Okay,
Just like
okay.
something I've thought of for a little bit. How much would it be to like buy a tavern? Like how much? do you have an answer to that? You don't have to.
I
You just
do
think
have
about it
an
and get
answer
back
to
me.
this, and honestly, fucking finally, I'm like, when are these guys gonna buy a home? I to buy like a tavern that's a lot. If you're looking, or so I'm talking like for a tavern, we're
Like
thinking
the Wolverine's Den, maybe.
Yeah, we're thinking that would be, God,
You can get back to me. You don't
probably
have to.
40,000 gold.
Come on, man. That's stupid.
in a mortgage,
You can think
would
about
be
it. You can think
like
about it.
No, I did think about it, and I think
Take
that
time.
would be the price. But if you would look to buy, just so you know, since this conversation has been brought up, if you were looking to buy a home or a base of operations for all of you, you could probably find that for around 10,000 gold.
Okay.
Just
And then we
I-
How
could
many more
make it
gems you
into
got?
a tavern.
Not enough.
I only have
I had that.
26.
Yeah, he did have that at one point.
I'd like to return my scroll, please.
You gotta start saving up.
Listen, you're an adventuring party. The Slayer Stakes are popular because they take jobs. You can take jobs. You always are able to take jobs.
That's
We
true.
can always just
Oh.
kill the current
Yeah.
inhabitants of home and then just like.
That's true too.
Nope. Probably
You could
shouldn't.
do that.
The Wolverine stand owner is already dead, so
Very true. We could.
You could
slide right in
disguise
Yeah,
yourself
yeah.
as him and just say,
For the
"I'm
rest of
gifting
your
it
life.
to my friend,"
You could definitely figure out a way to get the Wolverine's Den, probably.
and then that has a
Um,
basement that could also be our base of operations.
Yeah.
But it's not
Two
in Gore
birds.
Hold.
One stone.
I hear real
Um,
estate's real cheap in Gorehold. Is that true?
Yeah, like 5,000 for a home for all of you.
That's
No,
pretty good.
I mean,
No.
don't call Gore Hold
No.
cheap. We're going through a depression, a financial downturn. That doesn't mean it's cheap.
All right, so you all gather up the things that you do, and takes you all day to do so, and you start to head to this address in the lower district,
Oh.
and we will pick back up there after a little bio break. So stand up, stretch, get some water, but don't go anywhere because we'll be right back.
Zach
Well,
didn't
good
have
for
his
you.
headphones on.
Yeah, I know.
We're
I know.
live, Zach. We're
I
live.
know.
We're live.
Hey, everybody, welcome back. So happy to be here.
Christopher Walken. Is that you?
Oh, wow.
If you think that's my Christopher Walken impression, you think my impressions suck. All right, well, we picking
said
up
it.
at this address that you found on Halix Khan's person post-mortem, and you are at in the lower class district, and you get to the address, and it looks like it is just a residential home. It is in the middle of a street that is pretty quiet, and I'll even say, looking into the windows just kind of briefly as you pass by, it seems like empty and like not utilized from a distance, and that's just what it looks like. But you've arrived at about 10 p.m. and that's what you see. And you do see kind of what Quinn saw last night as well, which is like there's a lot of people like out on the streets partying, and like you see some erratic behavior.
Well, you think
Is
that-
this?
Oh.
I was gonna say, is this Bayhawk normally? Like, is it
No.
just like a party town? I didn't think it was.
No, it was a lot more uptight last I remember it.
Huh.
You think that
It's been
Miss
15
something? Like, are they?
15
seems-
years.
Oh yeah, but it still seems celebratory. Like,
Does it seem celebratory?
Does not seem so.
I just assume with people like out and partying and just
Yeah.
there's something to celebrate. Maybe not.
Partying.
Oh, they're like hard partying.
Yeah.
Wow.
Shale, don't listen.
By the way, just to make this clear, you've never heard of dust.
Oh,
You do not know what this is.
I
Okay.
didn't say I didn't do that then. Oh, I just saw it at the window the other day when we were here. Snorting something.
It seems like maybe there's some new drug that's going around. Because I haven't seen people acting this way.
Bath salts.
That's your
Do
assumption.
I happen
just
to
by this?
notice
I
other
see
people
people
with
doing
blue
it.
tongues?
Yes.
Oh, oh.
Oh no!
I just give
Dude.
Quinn a side eye.
A new drug,
was everybody
huh?
a brass dragon last night?
Maybe they flew high as one. Seems like it.
You were also a brass dragon in the middle of the day, and then the rest of the day didn't have a blue tongue, and I didn't want to be the one to point that out, but I just did. So
Yeah,
That's
but
a fair
mine's
point.
gone. I'll
Who was
do
that?
disguise self as just Quinn with a normal colored tongue.
yeah, the glance looks good.
See?
Okay.
Okay, well,
Great.
So Shale and I will be on the lookout. Oh, and
Yeah.
Great.
also
With
Ed.
Edmund. Yep.
oh, Ed.
Okay.
Right. Yeah.
What should we
Should
be looking
we-
out for?
I think just
Anyone
I
who would
will
know
let-
us.
I'll let Maywin know if really anyone is approaching, or if anyone we know. Yeah.
Should we have like a safe word?
Mhm.
Well, it'll be in
Probably.
my head, so
Yeah, just be a safe word between Edmund and Maywin.
I mean, like maybe announce
Danger.
something that we like all have to.
it's a good
I
one.
mean, that could come up a lot in conversation.
I think we'll be
Oh.
just having a conversation while all this is going on, though. So like, it'll just be a message that says, "Hey, danger."
But what if we need to get that out to everybody? Like we scream.
Sorry, or Angie, are you raising your hand, or is
pumpernickel.
Rosie raising her hand?
Angie.
Okay, yes.
The invisibility only lasts an hour, yeah.
Correct.
So we can't go invisible yet.
Yeah.
But do we want
Right
to
now,
like?
you just kind of look like a group of people who are hanging out on the street.
Do we want to try to like get into the house and hang there, and then turn invisible when
To be
people
honest,
start coming in?
Edmund kind of looks around. I kind of think we can really do whatever the fuck we want. It seems like no one's really paying attention to us.
Maybe we just walk up into the house then. Find a good hiding spot.
Yeah, I mean, people are coming here, so I mean, the outside crew will still have to exit, right?
Right, yeah.
Maybe
Unless we all
outside
just
crew
hide
just
in the
stays
house.
outside, or yeah, we just all find a spot in the house to hide.
Edmund
there been any-
shrugs and walks up towards the door.
There hasn't been any movement or like a light
No.
on in the house, right?
Mm-mm. Edmund
Alright.
goes up to the door. He tries it. It's locked. He like looks in the window next to the door, and he just like yells back at you. He's like, "Doesn't look like anyone's here, but the door's locked."
I think we can.
Quinn, you
pick
want to
that
try your
lock.
little
Yeah.
little picky pick?
Go ahead and roll dexterity plus
Alright.
proficiency.
Dexterity plus proficiency. Ooh. My proficiency now 3. 11.
11 is enough. 11 will get you there. So it takes you about 3 minutes with everyone.
Damn it.
Everyone's just kind of like, okay. But eventually, click, the door does unlock and opens up. And you walk inside and you see a 1-floor home. There's a kitchen with a half wall that separates it from like a living area. There are 2 bedrooms with the doors open that they look like blank rooms. There is 1 door that is closed.
I go listen at the one door that's closed.
Roll a perception check.
Ooh. 23.
You hear like you feel as if like you can like hear beyond this door, and so you therefore feel comfortable that there is like no active movement or noise beyond this door.
Slowly try the knob.
It unlocks and it opens up into a staircase.
Oh, there's a
Like-
staircase.
Down or up?
Down.
Basement. That's
Hey,
where all the
why
shit
is it-
goes down.
Why does it
Always.
always have to be a basement?
Maybe our outside crew stays up here, and then the inside crew goes down.
Yeah, we'll look out from the first floor.
I mean,
where are we
we're
gonna hide? It's just like a completely
Yeah.
open.
I have invisibility.
Can you
Edmund.
fit?
Oh
like,
yeah,
under-
right. Sorry, I forgot we can do that.
Right. So just as soon as people are coming, just invisible
Yep.
and
we
hold your
our
breath.
Right, yeah.
All right.
I can hold my breath
Upstairs
for a
crew
long
and
time.
and maybe May as well.
May,
and then...
do you need to establish the connection with me before you leave?
I just telepathically say, "Yep."
Have it. And he gives you a
Got
thumbs
it.
up,
Okay.
and Shale and Flint and Eden start looking for hiding spots.
May, you want to do the quiet thing?
Oh yeah, I
As
will
we go
also
down?
pass without a trace.
You're passing it. You're doing it from the staff, right?
Yeah.
And every time you do this, you like kind of lightly slam the staff on the ground and then spin it. And as you spin it, you feel the shadows get pulled around you and kind of drape you in a bit of shadow. And go ahead and make stealth checks, the 4 of you, with an additional plus DS.
Do we have advantage for the invisible folks?
If you have turned invisible, yes.
Are you
Are we
already
going-
invisible?
I don't think we should be invisible yet. We only have an hour.
Okay.
I think we turn invisible
Yeah.
once people show up.
You're in.
Okay.
Then who's
Good.
gonna? So
When
Flint's
you
gonna do the
are.
downstairs people.
You have magic.
I do,
Yeah. Yeah, I if you
thought
want,
that was
you
the plan.
you can turn invisible now, or like wait to go downstairs a little bit, or go downstairs and then come back up. But
I'll do it at the last moment for the last hour. Who knows how long this meeting's gonna be?
Right. I got the 26.
29.
21, 29.
Got a 15.
With the plus 10.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Well, luckily, as you come down here, there's no one in this basement. You walk down into a hallway that is lit by 2 torch sconces. That hallway has 2 doors on either side, and it then opens up into a chamber that has a table and some chairs lit by candlelight in a dark room. And there's no more exits or entrances other than the one that you came through and then the 2 doors that are on the hallway. I'm just going to assume that you open those doors. The one to the right as you're entering has a bunch of crates in it, and it also has a table filled with 3 or 4, I forget, 3 or 4 crossbows and 2 longbows. And there are also 2 chests, and as you open those up, they seem to have various daggers and short swords in them. And then as you're entering the room to the left, you open that up and you find a room with 2 wooden beds, seem to be in poor condition. And this room has a lock from the outside. And there's also a pot that just looks unsavory that sits in between these 2 beds.
Does it
and
look like
that's it.
there's enough room to stand in a corner and not get bumped into, or is it a pretty small?
In the main area, yes.
Okay.
Probably each find a corner and just wait there, invisible, or May, if it's an hour and they're still talking, then we sneak out and you stay a spider.
I can stay for 2 hours.
Then yeah.
Wonderful. All right.
think as
So
soon as-
should well, I mean, I guess Edmund can't say this, but do you go back up and tell everybody what you see down here? Like, how do you handle the invisibility part?
I would just telepathically tell Edmund all the things that we're seeing.
Cool. Edmund would respond with, "Is Quinn gonna make you guys invisible, or how should we do this?"
Quinn, you're gonna make everybody invisible, right?
How many people are down here?
There's
3?
4 in the basement.
3.
Well, 3 that need to be
invisible though.
Yeah.
Yeah, 3 that need to be invisible.
I could do that.
He's
Finn's
so
got it.
butthurt about it. Edmund says, "Are you sure?"
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
then-
All right. So, do you all just wait until people start arriving? Okay.
I
Yeah.
think so.
We should play Verity Adventure.
I don't know if.
Maybe not.
Oh, look! Looks like
Time
everybody's here
of
early. Just kidding. No, but you do seem to kind of wait in a poignant silence. There's a heaviness and tension in the air. As you
You hear
all kind
Quinn
of
kind of sniffing every now and
breaking my heart. As you
then. No,
wait.
that's from the dust.
Oh, okay.
He's
The
taking dust
door.
while we're doing this.
No, it just causes
Breaking my heart.
Oh.
Okay, so you, as you are waiting, about 10 minutes before 11 p.m. hits, and you hear Flint and Shale, you hear Edmund as he's looking out the front window. "We've got company," and then Maywin, you hear that in your head.
They're coming. And I turn into a spider.
Okay,
Spider up.
Edmund looks at you. Flint gives you a thumbs up and turns invisible.
Hey, I was gonna turn us all invisible.
Oh yeah, you have to do it for. Well, he lets the invisibility drop.
Look, I mean, you might as well keep your spell.
Well, it's too late now. Now you gotta do it.
All right.
Or the basement.
Hurry! They're coming! They're coming!
All right, I cast invisibility on all 3 of us.
Okay. You
I'll
all
use a
turn
4th level spell and cast invisibility on all.
All right, so everybody's either invisible or a spider. Mayman, I'm assuming you crawl up to the ceiling, your normal MO. The first person you see to enter, as he unlocks the door with a key, is a gray-haired, maybe deep purple man with deep purple robes, and he's kind of whistling to himself, and he like locks the door, and he spins the keys as he heads right to the basement door, opens it up. He starts to head down. As he does, he starts to light all the torch sconces, the candles on the table, and he simply sits at the table, puts his feet up onto the table, and begins to wait.
Downstairs?
Downstairs.
Do we recognize
Yeah, do we
them
recognize
or
him?
no?
You do not recognize this guy. No.
Does he have any markings on his clothes, pendants?
Name tag?
Not that you can see. He looks like a
Hello, my
relatively
name is-
wealthy guy, but other than that, that's all you see.
Hmm.
And after about 10 minutes of questioning what to do, when you hear in your head, we've got more. As two more figures enter this establishment. They are two orcs, pale-skinned, both bald with long pointy ears. One is very muscular, wearing this like red cloak, and the other one is wearing this like dirty cream cloak, a little bit shorter and skinnier. And they're kind of like looking around, and they kind of like huff and puff to themselves as they walk to the basement door and then walk downstairs. As they enter into the main room, you hear you hear this individual sitting there with his feet up on the table say, all right, well, Frax, Raish, good to see the Jawcut brothers again. And Frax, who is the older, more muscular, broad-shouldered one, sits at the table, and he says, Hand, good to see you. This meeting of the royals should be a interesting one, shouldn't it? And actually, let me show you who you're seeing here. So, this is the person who is simply referred to as the Hand, the man with the purple robes, who is sitting in this room. This is Frax Jawcut. And this is his alleged brother, Raish Jawcut.
Oh God.
And as they are sitting there getting ready, the front door opens yet again. Two more figures entering, one slender, feminine, the other large, muscular. And it is actually, they are followed behind by the large muscular man has a rope in his hand that leads to an individual that is like being pulled from behind them with his hands bound and a bag over his head, but he doesn't seem to be fighting it at all. He seems to be being led. And as they approach the downstairs, the Hand speaks again, and he says, yes, of course, Sarah Star, you look lovely as always. And I'll show you Sarah Star. She is a black-haired woman, long with a blue kind of tunic and roguish outfit. And you see the Hand kind of swallow for a minute, almost a little intimidated, and then he kind of simply nods to the large, imposing figure, and he says, Grug? And the man behind him, shirtless, bulging with muscles, wearing this like fur armor, long brown hair, and falls into a braid, big long muscle or beard. And the hand gestures to the room that had the beds in it. And he says, "Grug, you can put our guest in bed for the evening." And Grug just kind of grunts and walks over to the door, opens it up. Sarah mirrors the hand and sits on the table, puts her feet up, and says, "All right, darling, so let's get down to business, shall we?" And the hand puts up his and says, "Well, we still have two more individuals that we are waiting for, since Bartholomew won't be joining us this evening." And from out of the shadows of the room, brushing by Chad and brushing by Quinn, but seemingly not noticing you, two figures, excuse me, two figures appear out of the shadows themselves. One, Sarah says, "Ugh, Fray, I hate it when you do this." And he is an older man with long black cloak and a hood that is pulled up. And he is followed by a younger man with similar attire who is unnamed. And everyone joins and sits down. Grug returns from the room having put away their guest. And just stands behind Sarah. And the hand stands up and he says, "Well, wonderful. This meeting of the royals can eventually, or now evidently, take place. As some of you may have heard, I guess if we're going to be an actual real organization, we should probably follow some protocol. In attendance this evening, we have Frax and Race Jawcut, the representatives of the Jawbreakers. We also have Sarah Starr and her lovely Grug, representatives of the Mist. And of course, Kai Bray and his servant, the representative of the Shadow Mages. And we would be welcoming Bartholomew Kane and his second Talix Khan, but they were killed yesterday morning. As I'm sure some of you
Quinn
have
is flipping
heard.
a double bird invisibly in the room.
As I'm sure some of you have heard. So they will no longer be joining the Royals as an organization. In Bartholomew's absence, Frax, it's time for you to step up, my dear. Frax smiles and just kind of straightens up. And he says, "Finally, we've been controlling the lower district for too long. Bartholomew had his hands on the middle class, the upper class, while we just waged low here in the lower district. Well, I think it's about time we take over the city." With a hand, puts a stop with a motion and says, "Well, as we know, and as is established, and as is planned, now with the combined might of the Jawbreakers and the Sleeping Dragons at your disposal, you will be our enforcement, you will be our muscle, you will be the one with the relationships with the local businesses. I'm going to need you to visit all of Bartholomew's establishments, make sure they're still going to be paying rent on time, and otherwise keep business as usual. Sarah and the Mist will be distributing dust, and they will be distributing it amongst all the 3 districts. That's something that they've done quite well. Thank you, sweetie. I appreciate it. We've established a pretty strong foothold in, and then the hand puts up, "Oh, not time for reports just yet." All right. So first things first. Outside of the death of Bartholomew and Helix, we've lost another ally. The contacts I had within the organization known as the Animalia, they've fallen to the side. They have stumbled and failed in a recent matter that has left them scattered and weak, and, to be quite honest, annoying. So we will not be pursuing any further relationship with them. We are looking currently in this room at the members of this organization. Of course, the benefactor to which I represent will remain unnamed. And Sarah says, "Oh yes, that's always very cute. How we all have representatives and we all have to talk about everything. But this benefactor of ours," and the hand kind of says, "Well, I assume you enjoy the gold that our benefactor has given you for all of these new proclivities of yours." And he kind of gestures like to her like general like outfit, and she kind of, "Your benefactor has made us more resourceful, that's true. Good. So maybe watch who you're speaking to in that tone. Anyway, with all that being said, it is time for reports now. So, Sarah, how is the distribution of dust?" Yeah, Chad.
When we looked at the room that was basically like the prison, dungeon, whatever, that was locked from the outside, was there like a cutout on the door at all, or was it a solid door?
Solid door.
Okay, then Chaz's not gonna risk it. Never mind.
Okay. Sarah stands up. The Mist has been able to distribute. Sarah. The Mist. We've been able to distribute the drugs throughout all three of the districts. We've even got some contacts working for us in the market district. We're everywhere, and the stuff is good. People are really enjoying it. And well, let's just say we're going to be making even much more of a repayment to our benefactor than we thought. And the hand nods and says, "Wonderful. This is great to hear." And I know that Kybre also has news on dust, if I'm not mistaken. Kybre stands and says, "Good evening. Yes. The Shadow Mages and I have been working with the dust very closely. And this rare flower, undiscovered on Mount Movra till now, has been very useful to all of us. And has created dust as we know it. However, we've discovered something new recently. The drug itself, as some of you may know, is impervious to magical correction. You know, a priest is not going to be able to sober you up with a simple tap on the shoulder. Something that our proprietors are thankful for. It makes it unique, something different, something that defies the gods themselves. However, we've explored this a little bit more, and we've discovered some interesting things." He looks over to Grug, who's standing, and he says, "Could we please see our guest?" And Grug kind of nods and walks over to the prison door, opens it up. He brings in the man who has his hands bound, releases the bag on his head. None of you notice this man. You don't recognize him. He seems to just be kind of like looking around. And he has a blue stain coming from his mouth. And Kybre walks up to him, cuts off his hands ties.
What?
He cuts off his hands, the rope tying his hands. And he says, "My friend, I hear you are here to test our product with us." And the guy says, "Yeah, this dust has been great. I really appreciate this opportunity. This stuff is good." And Kybre kind of smiles. And he says, "Wonderful. Well, we have a special batch just for you." And he takes out, whereas the normal dust that you've seen is like deeply orange colored, this is almost like a red. And he puts a line of it. And the man snorts it. You see his face kind of like fall, and he gets this slight smile, and he just sits down, and his eyes close, and he kind of hums to himself slightly, and everyone's just kind of staring intently. Frax just kind of speaks up and says, "Yeah, we've seen what this does," and Kybre just gently puts up a wrinkled hand and quiets him. And the man who's sitting there, his smile widens just slightly, and then his eyes roll to the back of his head, and he convulses slightly and takes his last breath as he dies, overdosing from this drug. Kybre, Frax kind of stands up for a minute. What the fuck is going on here? Kybre gestures over to the person only being identified as his servant, and the servant walks forward, takes the man from the chair and lays him down. The man reaches into his sleeves and pulls out a good hunk of diamond, and he puts it on the chest of this man, and he starts muttering a phrase that sounds very familiar to you, Rosie. He has less care in it, but this man is casting Revivify.
Oh boy.
The diamond floats in the air for a moment, and you see, starting from the bottom of the diamond, on the inside, a swirl of swimming blackness grows over the diamond, and the diamond shatters and falls to the ground.
Oh, it's resistant.
There's a moment of silence, and Sarah speaks up. I don't understand. What's going on? And Kybre says, I can assure you, ladies and gentlemen, that my servant here has just gone through the rituals and rites of the Revivify spell. Unless it is quite a high level, if this drug is taken in too high of amounts, or, and he pulls out 3 darts, if a certain poison is added to it, the slain is beyond the capabilities of revivification. And Frax kind of leans forward for a moment. What do you mean? And Kybre says, I mean exactly what I say, friend. We have discovered a means of death that defies doom. And there's just like a moment of just like complete silence. And the hand slowly starts to applaud. Wonderful. I mean, can we get a round of applause for the presentation? I mean, that was fantastic. Multiple sources start clapping. And he says, so, this dust, he looks over at Sarah, you're going to keep distributing it. And we are going to turn Bayhoff into the cesspool that it always has been. And we are going to rule whatever is left of this city afterwards, after we destroy the heart from the inside. And our benefactor will be very pleased, and will provide even more resources for us to continue to do so. And on top of all of this, Frax, we are going to start giving you vials of this dastardly concoction, and you and your men are going to coat your weapons in it. And they will know that those who die by the hands of the royals will stay dead. The room kind of like, everybody nods. Wonderful. Well, Grug, there's a few crates for you to take, for you and Sarah. And the rest of you, I will see you here next week. Frax and Raish kind of stand up. They seem like a little bit put off by everything that's happened, but they slowly walk out of here.
Where do they keep
Grug.
the vials on them? Do I see where they like
Kybre?
whoever he gave the vials to? Was it Frax? He gave the vials to.
They didn't. They said that they had them for their.
They will
They
give
didn't
them,
actively.
okay.
Yeah.
Alright,
But they didn't
alright.
actively give them. But Grug goes into the room with the crates that you guys saw, and piles up like 3 in each arm, and just like walks out of the room carrying these 3 crates. And Sarah just kind of saunters off in front of him, and eventually it's just the hand and the 2 shadow mages in here. And the hand kind of smiles, and he looks at Kybre, and Kybre smiles, and the hand says, "There was still much work to be done, my friend." Kybre nods. "Of course. Give our benefactor my regards." And he smiles and says, "Of course." Kybre and the servant walk back towards the walls, enter the shadows, and are gone from existence. The hand kind of stretches and smiles and starts to pull out all the candles. He goes over to the torch sconces and douses all but one. And then he starts walking back into the room, and he throws the torch sconce on the dead body. It erupts into flame, and then he starts to leave.
Oh.
What are you doing, Spider Woman?
Why is it up to me?
I mean, he's
Um,
much faster than you. I mean, he's gone. Unless you started leaving a lot earlier.
Mhm.
Drop on his shoulder.
I could. Can I drop on his shoulder as he leaves?
Sure, roll a stealth check.
Oh God.
You have a +10 too.
Yeah, I do still have a +10.
How long has passed without a trace?
I'm not sure, but I can do it
Or
at
pass
will.
without trace? Not as a spider, you can't.
Oh, that's a really good.
God. And this is
Um,
where it goes to shit.
1 hour.
So if,
Yeah, an hour.
Okay, so what is your plus to stealth as a spider?
As a spider, oh yeah.
Probably
As a
pretty good.
Spider.
+17.
My stealth. Is it your dex?
Yeah.
Oh, my stealth specifically is a +4.
Okay. This is a DC 20.
Yeah. With my +10, it's 26.
You land on the shoulder of the hand.
I telepathically to Edmund say, I'm on his shoulder. I'm not really sure what I'm doing.
What are you doing on his shoulder? Why?
He's bad.
Okay.
I don't know.
What are you gonna do about it?
I
Get off his shoulder.
don't know. Okay.
Do we see May drop on his shoulder or no? It's just a little spider.
No, it's a pretty high stealth check. I would say no.
Should we kill him?
I drop off his shoulder.
Okay.
Once he's out of the room, I would go up to where I remember Quinn to be in the room, still invisible,
Yeah.
and just whisper, "Should we like follow him?"
Is
Are we just letting him go?
Is the door to the room that he took those crates from open, or is it
Yeah.
closed?
So,
I would be in that room. So yeah,
Yeah.
you're talking to a wall.
Quinn, listen to me. I'll start like feeling around. Quinn.
Flint and Shale and Edmund see him exit the stairs, close the door.
I have no idea what he just said.
Yeah. He shuts it and he walks out of the house.
Rosie, I can't find Quinn.
Sure, everything's fine.
Where are you?
I think he went in that room.
Sorry, I'm over here.
Oh God, this invisible thing is tripping me out.
It's rough. Is there any other? Is there anything else to do, like a better search of that room to see if there's any?
What do you want to search for? Yeah.
Dust. If they had many more of those red vials, if this is where they keep, is this like a stash house, or is that just
Yeah, roll a
anything?
investigation check.
I would unwild shape, by the way.
Okay.
Pretty good. Pretty good. 17.
17. Well, there's a full crate of dust still in here. And but there are no vials, and other than the weapons that you found, you don't see anything.
How much can I fit in my little dust pack?
If I saw that guy take 2 crates out of there, that's the first place I'd be going.
I'm invisible. You're
Okay.
on his shoulder.
And you went
a
upstairs,
little
yeah.
bit leaving.
And then I unwild shaped, and then I ran downstairs.
And the one that you stole off that guy.
No, yeah, like how much more could I fit in that pouch?
I mean, it's a. So are you looking like for line usage?
Yeah.
30.
All right. 30 more or 30 total?
30 more.
30 more. Okay.
Damn, 40 lines total. Good God.
I'm so.
And then
mad.
I'll uninvisible outside of the room. Be like, there's a lot of dust in there.
Oh, there you are, Quinn. Jesus.
And if I uninvisible myself, you guys are all.
Oh, okay.
I think.
We
I-
should.
Can I just
Yeah.
drop it on myself?
I mean, I'm sure
Is
you
it-
can, but you will say you just did it.
Is it
Never
the red stuff, or does it look different than?
No, it's not red.
Oh.
We should destroy it.
We can
Is it
destroy
flammable?
it.
Do we think?
Hey guys, what
But
happened?
Let's find out.
There's a
yeah,
lot of drugs down here.
Yeah.
I'll telepathically tell them to come down here if they aren't.
Yeah,
already.
yeah. I would say they all come down. Do you release the invisibility, Flint?
I forget and don't.
Okay. Edward's like, hey guys, we're here, but we're still
Holy
invisible.
Jesus! What?
I heard them come down, but I just don't know if they made it yet.
We're here, yeah.
We're here.
Ah,
Oh,
We're here.
you're still invisible. I don't think you have to be anymore.
Okay.
That's not my job.
I'm gonna burn this stuff.
yeah.
Well, it could go
absolutely.
boom though, so we maybe shouldn't.
That's right. It's powder. It could.
Yeah.
That guy
Sure.
blew up pretty excessively, more so than any humanoid I've ever seen, just right off the bat. So
Yeah, that
mean,
red
we
stuff
could
is
Leave
bad,
a trail
bad,
of it
bad,
Maybe we
outside.
bad, bad.
We could
Dump
throw. I have that powder. We could get as far away as we
oh, the
can and
blast
throw it.
powder.
That's pretty good powder that we could use.
Yeah, I wouldn't
against
wanna-
people that could hurt us. We could like dump it in like a latrine type thing. Like,
Yeah, right. Why
dump
don't we
it
just
I
like
mean-
get
pile
like,
of shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So we just
So
have to
just
carry
dump
all this
it?
out and then dump
Well,
it.
Yeah, it's in a
we gotta
crate.
have a
I'm sure there's
first-
a bathroom
bathroom
on the first
upstairs.
I mean,
Yeah.
I know a very capable latrine at the jeweler's place.
floor.
I don't know if we want to carry this all that way.
Okay,
So
yeah.
let's just dump it down the bathroom upstairs.
I wonder what the street value is on this stuff. Man, we could.
I don't know, but I don't think we
When?
want it on the street.
I think
They
we're trying
just
to
I don't know. A
said that
tavern's like
the cell.
40,000 gold.
They just said that it kills people, Quinn.
The
Well, I
red
think it was
stuff
red
can-
stuff. This one.
This is orange. Still,
I mean,
think it's
everybody
different.
with blue tongues were still walking around. So
Everybody, we're sure.
I mean, I'm sure you could still with any drug OD, but it's not you can't be revivified version insta kill.
I can't be responsible for anybody else's death.
Yeah,
I
That's
don't
why
think
we're
you should
we're
be the
dumping it down the
naysayer here.
latrine.
I don't mean to be the naysayer here, but we came to this meeting specifically to make sure that they weren't hurting anybody else that's affiliated with us. So maybe we just throw a match in it, this place goes boom, we run, we get out of here.
I just don't know how big of a boom it'll
Yeah.
be, so I
Might
think
be
that's
too
why we were
big.
gonna dump it and then get out of
And
here.
then get out of here.
Yeah. Or we just,
But
I mean,
if
there's
we
plenty of
boom it,
oil in these
We take away
lanterns
their
and stuff.
secret meeting place.
Well, we should also definitely, if we go to the meeting tomorrow, we should warn her that they're doing this in the city.
Yeah, I think definitely they should know about
Yeah, I
about
mean,
the plans.
I
If
don't know
we
how they
boom
couldn't
it,
know.
if we get
They
rid
just
of
look
it,
outside.
then
Maybe we just take a little bit of it and we light it on fire and we see if that booms.
That's a good idea.
Sure.
All right, I'll take just a little bit out,
You take a little bit out.
like a line,
Okay.
and
I take a 30-foot step back.
yeah, I think I can
Fucking
druidcraft
gunpowder.
a small flame.
I don't know.
Yeah, you light it, and
Yeah.
it burns kind of like a fuse, and like a smoke gets up in the air.
Did it
I
look
don't know
like,
what that means.
Did
It
it
like
look like
it's just like it is used as a resource. It goes like,
Flammable.
and then it's
we know
gone.
that.
flammable?
Let's just
We
light
could
it up.
set up like
But it
a-
mainly smokes. It doesn't like burn. Flames don't come out. It
We
just
could make
like
a
burns.
line of it all the way
Yeah.
from here to the outside and then light that and then
You start to feel from the smoke
Oh,
like
no.
a little like numb.
Yeah,
oh,
let's
gotta go.
dump it. I'm
Let's
clear it
I'm
out.
just
Yeah,
gonna dump it, and I pick up the crate and start walking it
get the whole
upstairs to
fucking
bathroom.
neighborhood high.
Yeah, so you easily enough take the crate up to the back, our bathroom, which, you know, even in this medieval fantasy world is a hole that leads to a pipe in the ground. So you dump
Flush
it
it a
down.
couple times.
Yeah.
Bye. Good
So
riddance.
we're done. That's it.
I mean,
I
we
mean,
have
it
our
didn't really
I think we
lead
should have
to-
killed him.
that.
Well, if
I
he's
don't know
taking
if
over for the sleeping dragons, does that mean that the Jawbreakers are going to know about Quinn?
Yeah, but
Depends.
why would that? It's a good thing for them to take over for him. They're happy that he's dead.
You're right.
Yeah, they don't want the saxophone probably.
Yeah,
That was the
I
whole
think
that was
point.
That was the main
personal.
thing, right?
yeah, that was
Yeah,
I think
so I
all.
think-
Just
all
feels
party.
weird to know about this and not do anything about it.
Well, I think we should tell the people who are in charge tomorrow.
Yeah,
I don't know
Corvo
that
and
there's much we
everybody.
can do about it. We lost our chance to kill them all.
I don't think we could have killed them all. I don't.
Yeah, and we probably could have.
I wanted
We're
to.
pretty powerful. One of us may have died, but we probably would have been.
Yeah, and they had that red dust, and we couldn't have brought that person
Yeah.
back.
Yeah, that's a good point.
If we had
Exact-
attacked,
that's
and
the-
they
that's the
hit us
thing
with
that
these
I-
darts.
They said that they were potentially working with the Animalia and were letting a group that was maybe going to work with the Animalia have access to a weapon that would not let us revive people. I mean, it just feels weird to leave that alone. That's
Yeah.
just me
Well,
personally.
I mean,
And I have a feeling that my brother's the benefactor.
Probably. Oh, yeah.
He's behind most of the things, right?
Yeah, I mean, seems like he just wants chaos in the world, so bring this and have Behath fall, which is the biggest, seems like biggest city against the Empire right now.
Yeah, we could just make a whisper campaign about beware of the red powder.
Just really tell everyone.
Yeah. It's
you
like
know?
this, what, the normal powder is like yellow, right?
Orange.
Orange. Yeah. And
It's
so
It's like a
orange is
deep
good,
orange
but
into a red.
red is
It's
bad.
hard to tell in the dark.
Damn.
no.
Maybe we can make signs.
Red is dead.
I mean, I don't, if it's that hard to tell between this orange red and just red, I don't know if it'll, I mean, we could try, but I don't know how much people will really be looking that closely at it.
I mean, who can we warn in the city? We know Corvo, but can we trust Corvo? Maybe Corvo's working with these people. We have no idea.
It's
Well,
true.
at the very least, Corvo said she would introduce us to the council.
Yeah, we could warn the council. They at least, not all of them, hopefully, are corrupt, so at least some of them may want Behath not to fall into ruins like these royals do. I think that's
What
our
about
best bet.
What about Shale, Flint? Are we supposed to go straight
No,
to that thing?
no, to Lavaria?
Or to deal with
Oh,
whatever you said?
yeah, to the
Did they say like
dudes.
the whole no deviation thing?
Yeah, but I think Edmund made a good point about not letting this thing control me, and I'm gonna just say that just a bluff.
He's not been able to take anything away from your life
Yeah.
yet.
Yeah, it's just a bluff.
That's what I thought about Barfer and the rest of the Wolverines.
And then we left the city. He even told us it was going to be dangerous.
Well,
I'm sorry, Quinn.
I think at the very least we have to stay till tomorrow and talk with the council, and then whether we go to Lavaria or whether we go Sildira and beyond, they also might want me to stay in Behath once we tell the council about me.
Hmm.
I don't know if they'll let me leave.
Oh, you. be able to do whatever you want. We'll make sure of that.
I mean, we could try to. We didn't lose them entirely. I bet we could talk our way up the ladder and find who's supplying and go that route if we wanted to.
It's true.
Depends on what, if we want to handle it ourselves, we could do both.
You hear like blood curdling scream.
What? From where?
That can't
From
be.
like just a random, like down the street, like a block or so.
That was
We
weird.
should go see what that is.
Oh,
Should we? Okay. Yeah.
Yes. We can't solve every problem in the world. But let's
You
go.
Okay.
run to the source of the sound. This is your running. And you turn down
Don't
an
be
alleyway.
shortest, man.
You
Come
like
on, we run normally. Just 'cause we're slow doesn't mean-
you see you turn down this alleyway and you see a woman who is like laying down on the ground,
Oh.
motionless.
Is
Does
there
she have
people
blue
crowded
around her
her?
mouth?
She does not have blue around her mouth.
Does she look familiar?
She does not look familiar.
Oh, step aside, please. Step
There's
aside.
no one around.
I'm a
What-
healer.
There's no one around other than you guys.
Rosie's just us.
I mean,
Oh.
we just
There's
want to
nobody.
use those diamonds.
No, can I spare the dying?
This feels like a trap.
You come up to her to spare the dying. You don't feel the spell take effect. It seems like she is already dead. And as you look at her, on her neck, you notice two
Oh,
Son of a bitch.
symmetric
fucking hell.
points of entry.
Damn.
Okay,
We should
okay.
have killed them.
Who?
All of them.
Well, that's not
That's
them.
just
this is
everyone they've ever
vampires.
met.
Everyone.
Everybody.
All of them.
And we don't know. I don't know what they do. Does Quinn know what two symmetrical holes in a neck mean?
I would
Yeah.
say after your run in with Wolfram and everything. Yeah,
Oh, that's right.
Because he was coming to
Yeah.
Bayha.
I
Yeah,
forgot we've already fought vampires.
yeah, and he's who killed Morton.
Yeah.
Cool.
Well,
So we
that's
also
not
have the
good.
vampires to deal with, as well as the royals.
Do you think that Wolfram could be the benefactor?
And the primordials,
Mm.
and the gods, and the bad gods, and the neutral gods.
Yeah,
Wait, if
Wolfram.
this just happened, then they're still nearby, like really nearby.
I'm gonna look around.
Make a
We don't
perception
know
check.
if this. Everybody?
Everybody.
yeah, no problem.
I'm searching the body.
Okay. Make an
No,
investigation
God,
check.
duh.
22.
17.
10. It's pretty good.
12.
Minus 2. That is pretty good.
What was your investigation?
17.
You find 20 gold. That's it.
Okay.
With a 22 perception, you notice a figure down the street from you who seems to be like hurriedly walking away. With the 22, they seem to have like long hair, but that's about all you can tell as they like turn.
Fucking Morton.
Vampires have long hair.
That way, I just start walking in that direction quickly.
Wait, why do we want to find who
shit.
did
Why-
this
why are
just
we
in the middle
chasing-
of the street? Why are we
Well, he
chasing a
killed
potential
someone.
vampire?
I don't know.
How far away are they?
Last time we followed a vampire,
they're,
Morton died.
like,
I don't think we should follow this person.
70, 80 feet away.
If we follow them and they lead us to more of them, and it is a vampire,
Do you want to stop him there?
Kinda.
I cast Hypnotic Pattern.
He's turned a
120.
corner.
Oh,
He was like down the street and then he turned a corner. That's what May saw.
I can follow him as a cat.
I mean, if he's within 30 feet of like a place that I could see or no. Yeah, he'd have his back. He'd have his back.
And he
to
would
me.
have his back to it, yeah. I mean,
Um,
are you running? Are you actively running?
I kind of want to stop him, but I don't want to get anybody killed.
Okay, and the time it takes you to debate
Yeah.
this, he's gone.
Well, okay.
I'm feeling very unsure of myself.
I know.
Look, we have
Me
to
too.
prioritize, and the vampires are like at least fourth.
I mean, they did kill one of our friends
yeah.
and took
I
him.
think
Okay, I'll
everything
say
feels
third.
like a top priority. We just have too many top priorities.
Oh, I should
Did
have
Morton
Hunter's
have long
marked him.
hair?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Did it look like Morton's hair?
I probably would have known.
Yeah.
If anybody knows the back of Morton's head, it's Jed.
Oh no.
Yikes.
It's true though.
Hey,
I guess I don't know
Edmund,
your arrangements. I don't know what's going on.
That's true. You don't know.
No, that seems right to me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Chad, it didn't look not familiar.
Then we should go.
Then we should. I mean,
We should go.
yeah.
I'm
let's
going.
run.
I mean, you run to where you saw him turn the corner, you turn the corner, and you don't see him.
Any footsteps
Should
or
have
anything?
hunters
Or...
marked.
Not that you know.
Even if
You're-
if that
I-
was Morton, are we gonna kill him again? What are we gonna
cast
do?
Sending.
You cast sending?
Yeah. To
Okay,
Morton.
to who?
Morton.
To Morton?
Oh god.
Oh, no.
Okay. What do you say?
Turn around.
Hey, buddy. Strangest thing. You've been gone a while, but we think we might have just saw you in a crowd.
Is that it?
Yeah.
If you did, Rosie,
No.
you're going to want to forget that. And if you are near me, you're going to want to make sure you continue to travel in the opposite direction as quickly as possible.
You just see Rosie go wide-eyed.
Oh no.
he
I
there?
just talked to Morton.
What?
Oh, no.
How's he doing?
Wait, no. What? He's alive?
I think that was Morton.
He's probably a vampire.
What?
We should run after him.
We
no,
should
we
definitely
shouldn't. What are we gonna do when we find him, guys?
kill him. He's a
Is
vampire.
Is anyone
He
else
doesn't wanna
ready to
be a
kill Morton? Because
vampire?
I'm not.
Listen,
If
we
he's-
don't. We obviously can't see him. He's. This is. We are on his territory. This is a bad idea.
Do you think
We've
he's
got to
still
do
like?
something.
Do you think he's still Morton?
He didn't sound like Morton. He sounded very formal and serious.
Mm,
Yeah, it doesn't
Kind
sound
of.
like Morton.
I
A
don't
little
know.
bit proper.
mm.
He tended to act proper in weird situations.
He kind of sounded like
I think he sounded pretty normal.
I think I did a pretty good job.
I mean,
sound
I don't think
evil?
any of us knows enough about vampires to know if you're.
Did he sound heavier?
he sounded kind of like we shouldn't follow him, which I think means we should, because
Did he say blue at all? Did you get
No.
that?
Did he count?
Blur, blur, blur.
Oh,
no.
He
He did say that he couldn't see himself in a mirror, though.
Oh well, in that
doesn't-
case.
that doesn't necessarily mean he's a vampire.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Cheryl says.
our
Our
friend's
friend
a vampire.
is a vampire,
Yeah.
and we have to go
What?
kill him again.
You remember Morton? I don't know if you didn't meet Morton.
I've never met Morton. No.
Okay, well,
What are we
He's a vampire.
doing?
I don't know. Going
We
to
don't
bed.
even know
it's
what
late.
direction he went.
yeah. How are we gonna follow? We don't know where he is.
He's probably in a graveyard. That's where vampires hang out. I don't know.
Or
Dude,
he's
that's
at,
on the
I mean,
nose.
we do know where Wolfram lives if we really want to try it.
True.
Can I cast? Can we get like further up? Where are we walking ahead? Or are we stationary?
That's a great question.
Because if we keep walking, I would keep walking, and I would cast detect good and evil, or evil and good.
Mm.
Within.
It's a 30-foot radius, or a 30-foot range.
Yeah, I mean, I would say he was 80 feet away when Maywin first saw him, and then he just like kept walking. I don't think that he would pop up on your radar. I'm sorry.
I don't know if maybe if he like doubled back to like.
No. He
Are
did
there
not.
any like like alley cats or like rats?
Oh,
Mice?
100%. Yeah.
Can I go up to one and cast speak with animals?
Yeah, you go up to this cat who is adorable
Cat.
and walks out of this alleyway and is just kind of this like gray tabby cat. And he comes up and just like rubs himself on your leg, and he looks up at you and he's got these big black eyes.
Hi, buddy.
Hey, what's going on?
Have you seen a group of people?
You're not petting me, so
That's okay.
can't really hear what you're saying.
Oh.
Yeah, now I can hear you loud and clear.
Have you seen a group of people who are biting other people in the neck? And do you happen to know where they live?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Will you
Those
lead
guys
us
are
there?
nuts, huh?
Will you lead us there?
No.
Will you tell me some turns to make?
Yeah, you know, I mean, if you find yourself eating poop, don't do that. That's something you should change about your life.
No, I mean,
if
like,
you,
is there like a building where they live that you could describe to me?
Yeah, it's tall. It's
Tall?
so tall. Yeah. All these buildings are really tall.
What color is it?
Gray.
Does anyone else live there?
Yeah.
Who?
Lots of people. It's
Lots
a
of
big
people.
house.
Big house?
You know, a lot of the big houses near there, they put out food. And, you know, I'm able to eat the food when they throw it away. But this house, they don't throw any food away ever.
They don't throw any food away. Did you notice, is it
You're
close?
just kind of hitting me.
Oh, sorry. Is it close to here?
No.
Okay. Anything distinctive outside? Do they have any plants? Any art?
No, it's pretty boring over there. The window got broken.
Broken window?
Like a couple weeks ago, but they fixed it now.
Oh. You sure you won't lead us there? I will give you.
It's like all the way across town, so no.
Well, what if you just went in my bag and you could tell me where to go and you can eat anything that's in there?
Listen, lady, if you got food for me, I'd love it, but I'm not fucking going anywhere with you. I don't know who you are. There's fish down here. You don't have any fish. And you're not petting me anymore, so I think I'm gonna. Oh, okay, yeah, I can stay for a little bit if you leave me to, I guess. You know.
Hey guys, anything else do we need from this cat? They live in a gray building.
Edward goes, oh, great. Like, literally all the bones and buildings were made of stone.
I mean, we were there if he's describing the same place, and he said a blown out window. That was probably us.
That's true.
We should know where that is.
Yeah, right.
Did you see?
Just describing Wolfram's home.
Did you see? Was there one of these people who looks like? And then I describe Morton as closely as I can.
Lady, listen, I don't really, like, you know, I mean, I see a lot of people going in and out, and that sounds like every mediocre white man. What?
I usually really like cats, but you're kind of frustrating.
Sorry, I didn't really hear you.
I usually really like cats, but you're really frustrating.
Well, what's it to you? And he just walks away.
I've never met a cat I didn't like, you guys. But that guy?
Did you get the cat's name?
No, I didn't ask his name.
What is your name?
Hey, what's
Tony!
your name? Tony.
Hey, fuck you, Tony.
Fuck you, Tony.
Fuck you, Tony.
Hey, fuck you. Ow, bitch.
That wasn't actually a very helpful thing that I just did.
No, it was.
But you
Now we know for
cat
sure.
and
Confirmed
that's
that
good for your health.
Wolfram's still
Yeah,
where
we-
we think he was.
That was
and
very helpful.
Clearly has a lot of people and vampires.
Yeah, a lot of people. So maybe
that's what
not
the
a
cat said,
situation we should
right?
just go jump into.
Yeah, that
He said he didn't really say how many people. I think any more than 2 people is probably a lot of people to a cat.
It's true.
fair. And I feel like any more than 2 vampires is a lot of vampires for us to fight.
Yeah.
We could take down at least 5, 1 per person.
I mean, we fought 2 and Morton died, so.
Well, we were level.
Yeah, but we didn't have
Yeah,
all of us.
I also wasn't there.
Were you at
Fair,
the
it
last
was only
fight,
like
Flint?
half of us, but
Mm.
still.
Lent has mysteriously been away from a few heat battles.
But yeah, when the battles I
Weird.
do join, I die.
Oh shit! I mean, the to-do list just keeps on getting longer, huh?
Yeah.
For real.
I mean, we could just leave and let Bayhoff fall to the wind.
I mean, Barrington
Fine with
fell,
me.
and I'm doing all right.
Yeah.
I don't I don't really like this place. I gotta be honest.
All right.
I mean,
well,
I think
fuck you too.
at
buddy.
least
All right,
Home
but
we
really, if
tell
we
the
think about it,
council.
what is on our to-do list?
Vampires, primordial hearts, gods, drugs.
No, what is the things that we have to do?
Gods.
Drugs.
gods.
We have to do drugs.
But really, do we have to do the gods? I mean, the Animalia were the only ones who were actively looking to return a deity from their banishment. I mean,
Listen,
True.
yes,
No,
we
the
do
Plenate-
need. What?
Were there people working on the returning, the centering, and the?
they're all
Palladium.
dead, Quinn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But listen, okay, listen.
The Shaden is the only one left, and he's too busy fighting everyone and burying them.
I feel like our only need is just to probably kill my brother then.
Oh, God.
Yeah, your brother's gotta
Listen
die.
to
Yeah,
me.
I've got
everyone.
a couple things.
Yes,
Yeah,
Rosie.
sorry, Rosie.
Excuse me. Hi, hello. I'm here, and I have been here, and I have been trying to keep us on track, and I have been trying to keep us on task. But none of you have spoken with your gods, right? Yeah, exactly. And
I'm
I
not
have.
chosen.
And he told me, "Shut up, Edmund."
I tried.
Listen. You have, yeah, but you made a mockery of it last night. Don't think I didn't know. Don't think I didn't know that you all weren't trying the hardest you could try, okay? I have a pretty
did try.
incredible passive insight, all right? I know what's going on, and I know
To be
that,
fair,
listen,
you definitely thought Quinn tried.
I did.
I'm a very
listen.
good passive.
I was told this to Chad, and I'm gonna tell it to you, but when I talked to Dune last night in the temple, he told me that I was gonna have to kill him.
What?
Can you do that?
And I don't think the gods are doing well, and I think there's a reason you probably haven't been able to connect with yours as well as you should have. If you're chosen, then why aren't they making themselves known to you? Why aren't they helping you? Chad, have you ever even gotten any ping of anything?
No.
Quinn, did you even try?
Yeah. No, I tried. I didn't get
And you
anything.
did
Oh, no, I did
nothing.
talk to him. No, I talked to him. That's what I said yesterday. I gotta keep it straight. It was small talk mostly.
Oh my gosh.
I believed you then, but now I don't believe you.
This is really
No,
serious, you guys.
I have not talked
My
to
child put themselves at risk for us. And for 15 years, we let this continent down. Whether we meant to or
It's
not.
not fair.
We gotta continue what we started.
So where do you think we should go, Rosie?
I think we should go back to one of those places where we got the Abyssal Eye. We got the Saloon Isles. Or the Tomb of Saloon in the
The
Wandering
other
Isles.
temples.
Yeah.
And do what? Just lock everything away? So Dune is the only god?
It worked before.
Did it?
Did you tell them the kill thing?
Yeah, I just did.
I mean, Rosie, I could be wrong, but it sounds like perhaps he's trying to lead us to a godless world. I mean, think about it. The gods have brought chaos on this planet. What if he's just tired? But he wants to make sure that he leaves us with not any evil either.
I would trust him.
How can we talk to him more? Is there any ways that you feel like you can connect with him?
Yeah, it's been pretty easy lately.
That temple in Barrington, it's supposed to mean something, right?
think so. Yeah, we could go there.
I mean, it sounds like there is some alignment in what we're supposed to be doing. What if we talk to Mattia and then we go to Barrington to talk to Dune and stop this war?
I'll see if there's any kind of ping as soon as he says that. If I can like open like I did in the temple up to.
You just get a brief flashing image of the top of Dune's scepter.
Yep. That's what we should do.
Stop this war of the gods.
No,
Right.
I mean, two birds with one
Or-
stone. I mean, if we go to Barrington,
gotcha.
that's where Rain is, right?
Yeah. As far as we know, yeah.
Maybe.
I would like to put the hat in the ring for the primordial hearts, kind of going up a few numbers of our priority list, but
Edmund says, right, I do think that if the gods are talking about leaving us, I mean that doesn't mean nothing with the primordials.
Where do we have to go for your thing, Flint?
Way south.
yeah, to
The middle of the Drea Sands, which is south of Barrington, and kind of south and east of where you are.
I mean, don't we know somebody with a rollabout? Or that wouldn't work on sand. Or did it work on sand?
You don't know if it would work on sand, but it probably would.
I mean, we could go to Barrington.
There's also the sand ship, but you would have to go to Barrington to then get to the dock
Yeah.
nearest there.
Okay, well, yeah.
We talk to Tia tomorrow.
Mhm.
Tell her we do basically 3 main points is I'm contesting my brother for the throne. There's a big drug problem and also a new
Should we
drug.
tell Matei about the drugs? Or should we take that directly to the council?
I think it is inclusive. I think anything that we tell the council or Matea or
We give Matea too much information, she might not set us up with council.
that's
if she's
true.
in on
I mean,
certain
we should
things.
probably just say we want to speak to the council directly, but tell them all these things of the vampires, the drugs, and me.
The council, yeah.
Yes, yeah,
Yeah, maybe the council could do something about Wolfram.
yeah.
Even
I
if
mean,
the council is split, it'll still maybe start something happening, you know?
yeah.
People
just-
in power would have knowledge.
Right.
I
So obviously
think-
going to go after them with the red sand, I feel, take down the leadership. I think that's their plan.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. I mean, I
'Cause they're
think we
probably all
just
hooked
leave
up
it
on
with
the
them.
dust.
Yeah, and say, I mean, this is, I think, bigger than what we can do, but what we can do is tell them the info and go back to Barrington and talk to Dune and do what we can there.
And maybe they can get some information and they'll have a mission for us later on that we can contribute once
Yeah.
they do their due diligence.
And Maywin could be reunited with Batty.
I would like that.
Yeah, would definitely hit Lavaria on the way to Barrington, I think.
Yes, please.
Maybe,
Okay.
well, I mean, maybe after we talk to the council, I mean, Rosie, I don't mean to presume anything, but you could probably get us to Lavaria tomorrow.
I could try.
You could do it.
I would
Yeah.
have to
Mhm.
spend some time tonight.
It's up to you, obviously. You would be able to see Gilmarie. I'm sure she'd
There's a
love to see you.
Where's the nearest transportation circle?
You know of a teleportation circle in Lavaria, but for the spell of a teleportation circle, on your end,
I need
you
to
can
know the
just
runes, don't I?
you need to know the runes, but you know the ones in Lavaria.
Yeah.
And then you could just draw them where you stand.
Mm-hmm.
Or you could go to a pre-established one, which the council might have,
Well, we have that one that in that burned down house.
if it's still there.
Yeah.
I mean, it was there when we came here yesterday.
For sure. Yeah.
This is
Depends
very
how the council
public
goes.
one for us to just stand and teleport
But
out.
that circle only links directly to Gora Hold, and so if she casts the
That's true.
spell on that circle, you would
The one
just
in Gora Hold had the one where it flipped, didn't it? Right? Is that what happened? Where
No,
can
they
change the runes?
the ones in Lavaria said that they. Oh yes, yeah. Yep.
Yeah. So rest up. Go
Yeah.
talk to big
Talk to them
council
in the morning.
meeting tomorrow.
Yeah, think so.
Right.
Do we know who's on the council now, or is it any of the people who were there 15 years ago when we were?
The council members. I do remember telling you this, but I don't remember how you got the information. But I would say, just like from talking to people, you would know that the current council it's led by the Chancellor Rupert Corinth still, and then his council is a triumvirate. There is one member, Priva Rockstone, who's a dwarven woman. She's been on the council definitely since you were kids. And then Alistair Corvo II, Mattia, and Duke Alistair Corvo's son. He is on the council, and also Samuel Norvent, who was previously on the council of Barrington, is now on the council of Bayhoff, and he was also working with the Animalia. Yeah.
Do we know Prevo Rockstone to be like corrupt at all, or
complete opposite? Priva Rockstone's like good old girl,
hard as a rock.
Good old girl.
Good old girl.
maybe
What a gal.
if we can try to get Priva alone to give, because I mean we know that Samuel is probably a fucker, you know that he's probably
well, especially if apparently, I mean, wait a minute.
Did you have a vision?
Huh?
No, it's just
that's a
the hand said that he had contacts with the Animalia. The nearest contact that I know to the Animalia is either Wolfram or Samuel.
Yep.
So maybe the hand. Could the benefactor be one of the council members?
Are they rich enough to?
You're right. That's who would be rich enough to. That's a good question.
Quinn.
Who would be rich enough to be a
I'd say,
benefactor?
would your parents be back involved in this?
I mean, they are rich enough, but
They
They
are
were
rich
the
enough.
Animalia.
but they were getting rid of the Animalia, but still have their benefactors. I don't know if the benefactor is necessarily a member of the Animalia.
I think that
If they're
wouldn't
just
make
gonna
sense, right? Yeah.
That's
If
fair,
they're
okay.
tossing the Animalia to the
That makes
side.
sense.
Unless mom and dad aren't in the Animalia anymore, but I bet they
I mean, they
are.
were as of a couple weeks ago, as far as we
Yeah.
know.
True.
Yeah, I mean, I think we maybe don't bring it to everybody's attention in the council if we can get a meeting with Priva.
Mhm.
Just ask for one
Maybe.
trusted member.
Well, yeah, if we can.
Might as well ask.
And if not, we
So,
sneak
sleep.
into Priva's
Rosé.
house and talk to her there.
Yeah. Rosie, you're either muted or just talked quietly, but I didn't hear you.
Why is my mic weird?
I don't know. Sometimes when you just talk at a low volume, it just doesn't pick you up.
I just said we might as well. We're here.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right. Well, a good night's sleep and to the council in the morning.
Back to the brass pony.
Yeah.
Right.
Mhm.
Let's make our way. You
Making my
all
way.
head back to the brass pony for another 8 gold. We'll give you 4 rooms.
I found 20 on a dead body, so I'm good.
I
got it.
All right.
I have 26, but I'll do
And
it.
does anyone do anything over the evening?
I would spend time with the spell scroll. Just
Yeah, familiarizing yourself with it.
yeah.
Totally.
And then probably send ascending to Gilmarie.
Do you want to do it?
Definitely do a little dust if I can.
Just
No,
it
you
would
just-
just be like
Check it
filling
in,
her
let me
in,
know.
being like we may be in Lavaria sooner than we thought.
She shows a lot of excitement at that prospect.
Yeah, she does.
We don't have to role play this, but I do kill Wolfram.
Okay, cool. No,
I
that's
do
not
turn
a second.
Edmund or Morton back into.
Right, yeah.
Okay,
We don't have
he's
to-
a member of the party.
We don't have to roleplay it though.
Yeah, we can skip over that for the sake of brevity.
Chad would
May-
try. Go ahead.
May would stay up as late as she possibly could with the suspicion that Quinn was lying to her about what he did last night.
Absolutely. And Quinn would sing a lullaby.
God damn it.
I don't know. You two decide what's going on there. Do you? I mean, I'm not gonna make Quinn is
I
not
mean, if
casting sleep
Quinn-
on
I'm
you.
not
so you
casting a sleep spell or
If
anything. Yeah,
Quinn-
I would try to sneak away.
If you started actively trying to actually get me to sleep, we would
yeah,
have a
exactly.
conversation.
If I, yeah, okay, I would do that. Yeah, I would do that. Are you just like sitting up staring at me?
I would like sit like if there's like a chair in the room and like read, just sit and read a book.
Yeah, I would pretend to fall asleep then
Okay, roll a.
and try to sneak out.
I mean, I'm not. Because she's your sister, roll a performance check at disadvantage.
Okay. It would have been a 30, but it's 2021.
Okay, well, you can roll. You're actively trying to see if he's asleep, so roll a perception check at advantage. And you have to be 21.
I did. Plus the 22.
Ooh.
He is pretending to be asleep.
Then I will also pretend to be asleep.
Okay.
And as soon as I hear him start to get up, I would be like, "Gotcha."
I was going to the bathroom. You got me?
Where are you going?
To the bathroom.
No, you're not.
I can't go to the bathroom.
You're not
What
going
do
to the
you-
bathroom, Quinn. You never
You're
get
trying
to
to-
go to the bathroom in the middle of the night.
I'm getting a little older. My
You
bladder's
canonically
getting
have a great bladder.
I'm not doing anything. I can't be awake. What's going on, man? Why are you so
Okay.
accusatory?
I'm having a hard time sleeping, so I'll come with you. Whatever you're doing, I'll come with you.
All right, yeah, dude, let's go grab a drink.
Okay.
All right. No, let's go down and drink.
Okay.
I won't sneak away.
All right.
All right. And we have a really nice night.
Aw.
I will sneak away and do drugs at one point. Not right now. Not today. But it'll happen.
You got
All
my
right.
guard down.
We got 40
You
lines
win the-
to do.
You win this round.
I try to meditate, probably unsuccessfully, but I still try.
Unfortunately, it is unsuccessful.
I figured.
I'm sorry.
All good.
So disappointed.
Chad's been trying so hard, and Rosie keeps being mad about it, so he feels like a failure.
Oh no. I'm just trying to keep us on track.
No, I know.
Tell you the importance of the fact that the gods are dying.
Let them die.
All right. So you. Is anybody else doing anything over the evening? You wake up the next day. You've had a long rest. Someone is dead. Roll to see who. I'm just kidding. You wake up the next day.
15.
It's Morton.
3.
It's Quinn.
Reeling from the night's events. Lots of stuff going through your minds, but you guys have a plan for the day. So do you just kind of have breakfast and then head straight there?
Don't eat too much breakfast. We'll get sick.
Okay. You make your way across the city to the Grand Council Hall
Ooh.
at the northern part of the city. You approach the main foyer. Guards are standing at the door, but they do let you in. And then you see basically a reception desk with a woman standing behind there. She has a curious look as you approach her. Hi, how can I help you?
Rosie, please.
Yeah.
Well, we're here to see Mattia Corvo.
Okay, do you have an appointment?
No, she's expecting us.
He knows us.
Okay.
I have an appointment.
Did she tell us to say we want to talk to the council and show the coin, or talk to her and show the coin?
Her and show the coin.
Okay.
Yeah, point to Shad. She's expecting us.
Who has the coin? Do you have?
I have the
I didn't
coin.
have the coin. Okay.
I have
I left it on our nightstand at the hotel.
Damn it.
Do you hand over the coin?
do I have to hand it over, or do I just have to show it?
You can just show it. I was just asking what
I'll
you do.
just show it. Yeah, I'll show it.
She looks at it. She like gestures for you to like flip it around. Oh, okay. Well, wonderful. Well, follow me, please. And she leads you further into the Grand Council Hall. She leads you to another smaller lobby, where there's a pair of double doors, and she says, "If you'll wait here for just a moment." She goes beyond the double doors. You see, in the double doors, in that room, there's a desk with Mattia Corvo sitting at the desk. She's talking to a figure dressed in these kind of like red noble clothes, and the door closes. After a minute, the receptionist comes back out and she says, Reynold will be out to get you in just a moment. And she goes back downstairs, and you were waiting in the lobby.
They're like
No.
lobby music playing, like elevator music.
There was no lobby music playing.
Is there a piano just sitting in the lobby?
No.
Do you want your timpani?
Yeah, I'll just start absentmindedly timpani timpaniing away.
All right, so you start timpaniing, and after a few minutes, the doors open, and you see a man with red noble clothes, kind of shaggy brown hair. He has this like satchel off to his side, and he says, "Hello, hi, my name's Reynold. I am Mattia Corvo's assistant. Please, she'll see you now."
Does that? Hold on a second. That's not the hand, is it? They just look similar.
What do you mean?
Is that the hand, Zach? You son
Those
of
are
a bitch.
those are two.
The hand
well,
was
they're-
old.
Well, they're two different handouts. So
Okay, but you're not
Yeah, but like
saying no.
I notice it, so
Insight
like
check.
Quinn notices it. Can I like rack Quinn's brain to see if they look similar, or is it just a coincidence?
as he is leading you back inside, he starts to.
Yep.
Fuck.
I'll look at May to set up the link.
I'll set it up.
That's the hand. That's the hand. Don't
Yeah,
trust the
we
two-sided
were all
coin. Don't
there.
trust
That
the
looks like the
two-sided
shoulder
coin.
that I was on. That's the exact shoulder I was sitting on.
But by the way, he
Looks
does
like
not look. He looks
No.
younger, and his hair is darker. Like he doesn't look like the exact same person.
Right.
But
But, like,
I recognize
those Somehow,
pinpoints
I'm
anyway.
Alexander Nightshade and Quinn.
I'm not gonna lie, that pisses me
you-
off. That you discovered a secret that I was definitely just because they happen to look alike.
They got the same hair. I don't know.
It was just
How
the
did
hair,
you
honestly.
do that?
All right, well, the session's over. Zach's got to replan.
I don't know if you could spread the word, May. I don't know how many times you can do that.
Immediately, the answer of who is the benefactor to the organization of the Royals is answered.
Is it
As
Mattia?
you, yes,
God.
as
fuck,
you,
damn it.
That's his her assistant that's on behalf of.
Fucking A.
as you walk inside, and Mattia looks at all of you and says, "Hello, wonderful. It's so good to see all of you again. A little help. How was your journey?"
Good.
We were all so confident, like walking
Yeah,
in, and now
like-
we're all standing there like this.
Yeah, can't they telepathically tell us
I don't know
that?
if
Yeah,
we can-
that's. Hold on, I'm
That's
trying
what-
to
No,
figure
because
that out.
if I would have, I think Rosie heard him, like we all heard him whistling.
Yeah, the whistle lets you all know.
Okay.
It's the
Okay,
same
okay.
guy. Yeah.
Yeah, so we're just like,
Hey.
playing it.
Traveling was great. It was great.
Hi.
We really just wanted to stop by and say thank you.
Yep. See you
Yeah,
later.
We gotta go.
Bye.
yeah.
Wait,
Just
do
wanted
you
to
not
know
want to
that.
meet with the council? And
I
This
feel
was-
sick.
Yeah, May's got a bit of
May's
a bit of a
got-
stomach
Oh,
bug.
tummy.
Mhm.
She ate something bad at the lower district.
Unless you'd like me to barf here, should I barf here?
I appreciate you stopping by and saying hello, but I would be remiss if I didn't say one of our only chances of stopping this war and stopping more innocent people from dying is by Chad's existence being known.
Yeah, like I said,
Can we just talk to like one of the council? I have
Yeah,
a little
let's talk
bit
to the
of
dwarf woman.
anxiety talking to a lot of people, and so if we can just talk to one, just then spread the word for us.
But not you. No offense.
I'm not a member
She's
of
not
the
on the
council.
council.
Well,
then.
perfect then.
An ambassador. Well,
Sorry.
there seems to be something off.
I'm just really sick.
I'll
Yeah.
prestidigitation like a fart smell, like a really bad.
I need
Sorry.
everyone to roll a deception check.
Oh shit.
Sorry.
Come on, get
Just
this
don't
over
roll,
with.
Eric.
Well, I can roll pretty good though.
Fucking
I can
twin
make up for
dice.
somebody's bad roll.
Oh, you're gonna have to make up for mine because I rolled an 8.
I got a
29.
13.
12.
17.
God damn it.
Seems that all of you seem to be a little off-put.
It's the clams that we ate.
Real big fucking clams.
Big fucking clams.
She looks over to Reynold and nods, and Reynold nods, and with a motion of his hand, the doors to her office
Of course.
shuts. Listen, what is... I have a feeling that you are off-put by something.
Clams.
And
We've
I
had
want you to know that I genuinely mean you absolutely no harm.
Sure seems like it.
Why'd you close
Yeah,
the doors?
I just
Rose?
Is Shale near me?
Yeah.
I just reach over and hold Shale's hand and cast Death Ward on him.
he goes,
Thank
ow.
you.
and we've just not had the best time since being here.
We didn't want to be rude.
Yeah, it's
Mm,
just
Okay, you are lying to me, and
That's
I'm
not a lie.
I'm not offended, but I just ask, what do you know or think that you know about me that is putting you off so much right now?
Nothing.
It's not you. This city has a real drug problem.
yeah.
Yeah, we found
People are dropping in your streets.
Man, we thought you should know, obviously, since you don't know.
And if you
So-
don't know, now you know.
So you don't want to tell me what it is about me that is off-putting you so much?
I don't think it's anything about you.
It's not about
Unless
you.
you're the one
been nothing
that
but nice.
has not stopped the drug problem.
Yeah, I think it's
I
just
don't appreciate the lies. You're bad at it, one, and two.
No, I'm
it's
definitely
just...
not. That's offensive.
Well, your sister is not the same. Maywin, please. Why are you afraid of me?
Can we talk to you privately?
She looks over at Reynold. Of course. Reynold, see yourself out. And Reynold nods deeply, walks to the door, opens it, and closes it.
Do we still have the telepathic bond up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't. She can't be trusted there.
Just some of us are from here, and we don't know who remembers us, and we're just a little bit uneasy being back here, especially around people of power, because we just don't know.
Darling, I am giving you the respect of asking you face to face. The least you can do is give me the respect of telling me the truth.
I telepathically to Quinn say, "What do I do here, man?"
blame it on Reynold.
Why do we?
Reynold's a
Reynold.
bad guy.
Yeah, we saw Reynold doing bad stuff, and we're trying to protect you.
Quint makes that face too,
I'm
probably.
telling the truth. I'm sorry I didn't at first, but I was scared.
You're not trying to protect me.
We were.
Because as you know, Reynold works for me.
Yeah, that's why we're trying to protect you, because you've accidentally aligned yourself with bad people, it seems.
Well played.
Crazy weather we're having.
Listen. I only... you see her kind of like trying to control herself. I genuinely only have one goal in this world. And it is to be reunited with the love of my life.
I knew it.
And I would love for you to assist me. But if not, you're in my way.
Look, we were about to leave this city.
Yeah,
We can leave.
You
He's gonna
know simply too much.
I don't think we know that much, though.
Mm-mm. I don't know much of anything.
Yeah.
I
Who-
can forget
Who's your
just
love?
as easily.
Who's your lover?
We don't need to know anymore, Flint.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
I'd like to know.
yeah. I'm also single, so.
His name is Undrak.
Oh no.
Is that a
Oh.
human?
And you see her
No.
her face becomes a snout that starts to protrude, and her body enlarges, and her clothes fade away as you see Mattia Corvo turn in to a gargantuan blue dragon.
I could do that too.
No,
In
thank
this
you.
room, the windows burst out. The door, Reynold opens it and screams. And
Oh.
that is where we are going
No!
to leave off for this week.
God damn it. I knew. Blue tongue.
That blue tongue.
Fucking blue
So turns out the legend of
Jesus.
Undrak the Nightmare and his mate is actually about Mattia Corvo.
And Undrak.
So
Well,
now you know. And that is
Yeah.
something that you will be dealing with in 2 weeks' time.
2 weeks.
Oh wait, actually,
Wait.
it might be even longer than that.
It was the red dragon that we fought in the cave, right?
You haven't fought. You
In Urubrian.
red. Yes. Yeah.
Thank God. Okay. I was like,
Yeah.
well, I'm a cleric, so
There's
yes.
a chance you may be waiting a hot second to see
Oh,
the
God.
result of this, but we'll check back in. But next week you definitely won't see it. Next week at 2 p.m. Central, we're going to be doing a alien space one-shot, very like 80s alien vibe. So that'll be me DMing Matt, Emily, JMO, and special rock star Michael. So come and join us for that. That'll be a spooky good time. This coming Wednesday, 6:30 p.m. Central, is the season premiere of season 5 of The Remains. We finally got Eric to play. Excited to have him join the cast of The Remains. Now we just got to get Evan in there. Yeah, so that's at 6:30 p.m. Central this Wednesday, and then next Sunday at 2 p.m. Central is the one shot. Stay tuned at Charm Persons for other stuff coming up, and any special events that we're doing. I think that's pretty much everything. It's going to be intense when we get back to Tayaroth, but we will return. Thank you to my players, the best players a GM could ask for, and as always, everybody say bye.
Bye.
Bye.